Boom. What is good with y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Nick at Night. Sorry for the lag last week. Logan fucking sucks. Sweet Tea also sucks. Couldn't get out. But anyways, today we got a special guest. We got one of my good homies and also one of the first dudes I had ever met that had his own business even before anybody else. So everybody give a warm welcome to Dom. Yup.
Right, what's up, everybody?
Yeah. Also very highly requested.
Facts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
Like-
really?
Yeah,
dude.
Every time I posted, that's why I low-key like, I don't know if you remember, I texted you a while back. I texted you like
Yeah.
a month ago.
Yeah.
Because like you were the first person. And then,
But I always thought I'd be like boring. I don't know.
bro, because the thing is like, this is really like, obviously like we go off topic, but like I really
Yeah.
like talking about business and shit.
Yeah.
So like that's why
that's what
everybody,
his is kind of right now. He's trying to do like more business, kind of like Graham.
that's what I like talking
But
about.
he sucks.
Smooth. I mean, see, I always thought it was more of like I don't know, for like the audience, because I feel like the audience that like kind of we have is just like more of a
Yeah, more fun around and shit like that. But that's
Yeah.
why I like experimenting like with business and shit. Like, bro,
Yeah.
my live on TikTok last night was going crazy, bro. And we were only speaking about business. And like,
Really?
bro, random ass people I've never talked to in my life. Like,
damn,
like, super
alright,
interested in shit.
Smooth.
So
Yeah.
you know, like, there's a good niche.
And then even before that, even before like we got him to fucking host on our show, like people would always be like, we want Dom,
Mhm.
especially because you weren't in these fools.
Mm-hmm.
So they're like, we just want Dom by himself. Like, where the fuck is he?
Damn, that's
Espe-
smooth, bro.
especially
I
too-
always was just like, I kind of like, not no offense, but I was like, why do they want me on there? Like, it's gonna be boring. I was like, I feel like it's gonna be boring. I feel like people don't even know who I am.
But
You
see,
know?
but-
But
talking.
you say that, but like when I first met you, like I remember having like a fucking like hour-long conversation with you outside. Like,
Facts.
we were just chilling. I was
Were you
like,
drunk a little bit?
nah, it was after we played basketball. It wasn't the first time I met you, but it was like
I
probably
was
like,
talking about that. That's what I was talking about.
right.
too.
That's right.
Dude,
I
I
remember
was
that
talking
one.
about
Yeah,
that
yeah.
exact. You were there when I hit
Yeah.
on my parlay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He went,
And
wait,
now I'm down $90,000.
are you really?
No, like 16. That's why I don't sports bet right now.
Do you sports bet?
Nah, I don't. I can't do it. I just can't do it.
Have you tried it?
I've listened to people, and I'm just like, nah. Like, if I'm not in it, I'm not studying it, or if I like,
Yeah.
if like I don't know the teams, and I'm like today he just came in the car and he was like, oh, I went off of the first quarter. Like, I don't know anything about betting, like
Price
quarters
picks?
or like whatever it is. And I'm just like, nah, it's not for me. Even like gambling, it's like I know how to play poker, blackjack, and like all that stuff. But whenever I go to Vegas, bro,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
every time.
Mm-mm.
See, I love gambling, but I don't think I will ever gamble with like a fuck ton of money. I like playing blackjack, but more just for like
To play.
to be there, having
yeah.
like the fun of winning,
Yeah.
the fucking depression of losing. But
Yeah.
then also too, like you get free drinks. It's just fun, especially with your homies.
With the
Talking about,
homies,
like
it's
Vegas
cool.
and stuff.
yeah,
Yeah.
Vegas. Yeah. So Vegas, the only time I'll play if I'm like waiting to get inside of a club or something.
Yeah, all the homies
like
are right
like
there.
Dre's at night.
Like sit down.
Like it's just not even. I just let them all go and like they want to talk to girls and all that stuff. I'm like, I'm gonna just sit at a table real quick.
It's fun,
And
yeah.
I just literally that's my pregame.
Five
And then
hand.
there I'll win. And then it's when I come out.
Hey, yeah,
of the-
you
when
come
I
out all
I'm just
20,000 on black.
Literally,
What the
bro.
fuck?
And I'm just like, what? I come back. I'm like, damn, I had way more chips.
yeah. When you're fucking drunk and you're gambling, you make stupid
Yeah.
ass decisions.
Yeah, that
dumb
shit
decisions.
is-
But
Yo.
sometimes it does come out.
Yeah, it
does.
One time,
Hey.
my 21st birthday, I came up crazy, and I was like, what the? I was just going to every table and just going on like red or black on
Yeah,
roulette.
I don't do
Oh
roulette
my
either.
God.
On roulette, and then I would hit, and then go
Yeah.
to the next one, double it, hit. Next one, double it, hit, and I did it with all my friends. So I don't know if it was just the energy that was there, and then we were just like, F it, but that was lit.
I
That was
remember.
lit.
I got shit luck. I can't do that.
I remember for Danny's 21st birthday, he likes doing roulette, but he likes doing it on like the machine, not the.
Not the
Nah,
actual.
I
Not
can't
the
do
dealer.
that.
And he put in 100, and he's like, all right, Logan, like just pick a color. He's like, don't show me. He's like, just pick something. I went to go touch like a number. Instead, I put like snake eyes or something. So it draws like a snake on the board, and it put $100 on it. And we were like, bro, what the f did you
click?
just do? Boom, hits. He won like fucking like 480.
Damn.
And
That's
he
the
was-
only thing that's cool about shit like that.
Yeah, he got lucky, and he was like, I fucking love you. And then from there, I would pick, and I ended up winning him like 800 that night.
Damn.
And he didn't give me shit.
Damn.
Yeah,
that's
shitty
what-
ass
Haters. Sweet Tea sucks all the way around, honestly. Seriously.
Especially
Who's
Danny.
that? These was that
Damn.
Nah, I fucking when I was on it though. Good, like when we first had talked, I was doing sports betting like crazy. I was waking up like every day 6 a.m. betting, and like I was up. There was weeks. That's the thing is like when you're up, and then when
Yeah.
you're down, you're fucking down. Like
yeah.
I had weeks where I was like up 30-40K, and then I don't know if you saw. I posted like my loss sheet, bro, when they fucking like called back a play.
Mhm.
Just because they called back that play, bro, I was up 3 weeks in a row, and then I was down 46K.
Oh, because of that play.
Just because that one play
damn.
my whole shit up. And I was up previously, so I was all fucking the day before. I was like, yeah, I'm up 30K.
Yeah, see, if I listened to like a homie and like we were winning and then like whatever and that happened, but I'd be like
Yeah,
I'm
that's
never doing this shit.
That's what happened. I stopped. I was like,
Yeah.
you know, bro, I cut my losses, and I'm like, I'll call it. I'll get back into it maybe like summertime when I get like a little more chill. But right now, I need a break, bro. I was getting too into it. Call that.
Yeah, I can't do gambling. I don't wanna. I don't know. Like it's gambling. You know.
It
I'd
is
rather,
still
I'd rather
bad,
be
yeah.
secure on what I'm doing
Yeah.
for now.
Yeah, you want to just do it with money that you don't give a fuck about.
Yeah, exactly. For now, it's like I'm just trying to stack up. You know. So
Yeah.
it's like if I had money to fuck around and be like, here's 20 grand, and just fuck it, maybe.
Yeah, that's
But
at that point, who wouldn't? You
yeah,
know,
exactly. You know.
Wanna fuck around?
So how was it for you like growing up?
Growing up, to be honest, I want to be a cop.
You did.
Like, that's
You-
what I
low-key,
wanted
you
for a
look like
long
one, bro.
time.
yeah,
bro.
you definitely could be a cop.
That's
I
what
think,
everybody
like
says.
SWAT
and
or
it's
some
like-
crazy shit on top of everything else. Like,
Bro, that's
not even a
exactly what I
regular
wanted.
cop,
Like
yeah.
I wanted to just be like, I don't know. I went to like a cadet program, and then
oh, shit.
I ended up enjoying it, and my grades weren't really like there, so I was just like, it's not for me. School's not for me. Like I don't want to do this really. And then
Were you
from
scared
the-
at the time? Because like when I went to school, everybody was going to college still. Like,
Nah,
was that the same for you?
That
or-
was like my maybe junior year of high school, and that's what kind of taught me like more discipline and like stuff like that. And then I ended up winning like an award for most inspirational like throughout like I think it was like 1,500 students or whatever.
Damn.
And then I ended up like people kind of like referred me to like a program. It was called the POP program. So from there,
Wait, was this at like your actual school or like the cadet?
no, this is like a cadet program.
Oh,
so it's
shit.
like basically I would have to skip my senior year of high school.
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh,
then I would
shit.
go to a police academy every day, and I would be up like at 4 a.m.
Oh,
I would have to drive out to LAX,
Damn.
and then I would pick up people like along the way, the people that like weren't able to drive or whatever, and I'd just charge them. I had a Prius, charge them $100 a head,
That's
Really?
smart.
A
So-
week or a day?
a week.
Damn.
That's not bad at
Yeah.
all.
Yeah, it was lit. I
And
was,
no
I was
gas?
profiting off
What?
that, and I had a job too, and I was going to school after.
Uh-huh.
Damn.
But it was cool because like in that program, I ended up being like staff sergeant, which was like the highest rank in that program.
Mhm.
So I was able to kind of like pick and choose what I wanted to do. And it was basically your first year of college and your senior year at the same time. So I
Damn.
graduated from West LA College through the police program,
Mm.
but I didn't do any of the senior activities. Like I didn't go to prom. I didn't go to
Oh
like,
shit.
you know, all
okay.
that stuff.
You regret
I
that?
was able to do it, but I don't know. I just wasn't there and active, so it was just like it didn't make sense for me,
Yeah.
you know. So I was like, "Fuck it." But it taught me to just be keep my head down and all this stuff.
So did you have friends back then?
Yeah.
Or like were you kind of no it's because
so, you know, I
it's
was a
because
loner.
nah it's because like you didn't do like your senior year of high school and shit. So I
No,
felt
yeah,
like that would kinda,
I
like,
still hung out with a lot of
disconnect you.
people. My dad had like a food truck at the time, so every Friday I would still be at the food truck, and it's right next to my my high school that I went to.
Okay.
So like I would always see like people there, and then I always stayed in contact with like my friends. I have friends that I'm still in contact with since like 5th grade, and they went to different high schools. So I would hang out with everybody in their high school, and then other weekends I would hang out with my friends in my high school, and then I
Oh,
had
so
friends
you
at
were still
like Kennedy.
everywhere then.
Yeah, I was everywhere.
Nah, that's tight.
Like a lot of people kind of like, I'm not saying I'm like known in the valley, but a lot of people do know like
Yeah.
kind of like who I, like
Yeah.
I go everywhere, you know.
yeah, especially if you're.
And I never like have any like bad friends or like, you know, I never like cut ties with people who are like
That's
in a
tight.
bad way. So it's like
That's super
I don't
tight,
know.
actually.
I just show love with as much as I can because you know it's gonna pay back in the long run.
Mm-hmm.
Facts.
Yeah, but yeah, growing up it was just I don't know. I mean, you want to know like back end shit or like that? Because
Whatever you feel
Whatever
comfortable.
you want to speak
no,
about.
we'll stay there then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
we'll stay there.
But yeah, I mean, I can say like I didn't live like a perfect life, you know. But like I had mom, dad, stepdad, and my real dad was just like in Mexico. He got locked up when I was like maybe like 6, 7 until I was 21.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit. So-
Yeah, it was like his third strike, so he got sent to Mexico.
Oh,
And then I never really spoke with him. His whole family kind of like cut me off. And then my parents got into a sticky situation where they ended up being a divorce. At 18, right after that program, because I got my degree right before I turned 18. Well, I graduated on stage. I needed one more class to actually get like the certificate.
yeah.
But it was English. I hate English, and I was like,
She
that.
love English.
so I literally just needed to take that English class, and I had my certificate.
Yeah.
But I was just like, nah, fuck that. Like I'm not gonna take it. Like I ended up not wanting to be a cop after that because I got disqualified twice.
Oh,
And then
shit.
I was like, fuck it, whatever. Underage drinking. Oh yeah.
Whoa. Hey, listen, true to the roots, my boy.
Yeah, bro. So they taught me integrity. So
Yeah.
you know, whenever I took a test, I was just being honest.
Yeah,
like,
you were
what I
telling
did.
straight up, like, yeah.
And then I have a polygraph after, so it's a lie detector test.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I'm not gonna like.
Yeah.
I was
a lot of
taught
people
that,
lie on that shit.
bro.
You gotta
A captain told me you should have lied.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you
And
just
I'm
gotta
like,
put a thumbtack
bruh.
under your toe.
I was
Yeah.
like, you guys taught me like all this stuff, and now you tell me that. It was OD. But right after that program, my parents ended up divorcing, and like we kind of like lost like almost everything. Then we had to move with my grandma, like in her like ADU in the garage, and then I moved like in one of the rooms inside. But then she was like Jehovah and like all this stuff,
Oh
so
shit!
I couldn't
so
even
clashing
like.
a lot.
But I wanted to watch. I like magic, so like I wanted to watch. What is it? Now you see me.
I knew you.
Bro,
Oh, I love that fucking.
It was
Dude,
Now
that
You See
movie's
Me too.
badass.
Yeah,
I forgot
when it
which
first
one it
came out,
was.
yeah.
And then
You weren't allowed to watch it because
bro,
it's
she made me
against-
turn
it's
it
against
off and
religion
all
or
this
some
stuff. And then like I had a girlfriend at the time, and she's like, leave your door open and all this stuff. And I'm like, yo, when I used to live in my like mom's crib, I used to live in the garage. Like it was literally just the garage
That's
with
fucking
like
sick.
a
I've always wanted
heater.
to do that.
Yeah, but it was like my dad's
You do?
wardrobe, and I would like cut a little bit of it off, and then it was my bed, and then like I had a couch from like our old house, and then a TV, and I was just like, whenever I had homies over, I just opened the garage. And
That's
then, like,
fucking
That's pretty
sick.
tight,
You know?
actually. That's tight. Yeah.
yeah,
That's
so
good
it was
shit.
cool. So I was able to just like have my own thing there, you know, and I was like
Uh-huh.
separated from like everybody in the house. And then when I moved to my grandma's house, it was just like I couldn't do that. So from there, I was just like, fuck this, and I tried figuring out like what I wanted to do. And my homie actually, his name's Adrian. I was really close with him. Now I'm really close with his little brother Chris, which is little Chris.
Yeah,
from,
yeah.
like,
Oh really?
yeah. So
Oh shit! So you were friends with Chris's older brother before Chris?
yeah.
Oh, that's
because
tight. What
Chris
the
was
fuck?
like Chris was just a little like maniac. He was just
Yeah?
like he was in Boston and he was just like doing his shit.
Yeah.
But like he was a little bit like a little fuck up, but like he was very smart.
Shout out
Like,
Chris, man.
Yeah, shout out Chris. But his family let me move in with him, and they
Oh,
had like a
shit,
whole
that's tight
room.
as fuck.
So because I was always over, and
Yeah.
like, their
So
family
you're like
loved
family
me.
anyways. Yeah.
Yeah, so it just they're cool with it, and I'm like very respectful for like a lot of things, you know. So it's not like I was leaving a mess and like
Yeah.
you know
Fucking
all this
shit up.
shit. Yeah.
Like yeah. That's
So they let me move in, and then yeah, it was just that's when I started like I was working at LA Fitness at the time, and it was like sales. So sales was like that's what kind of I learned like you know I feel like sales was
How to
everything
push your
in life.
strategy and shit.
Yeah,
You like sales, huh?
I love sales.
Ah, dude.
It's just like talking to people. It's
So
just,
was
like,
that
cool.
was that technically your first business venture?
No,
No.
so it wasn't. I mean, sales in general, like yeah, that's when.
No,
I
yeah,
kinda,
I don't mean like
learned.
your own business. I mean like that was the first time you
Oh
got into
yeah,
like you
well I
started learning
mean,
about business.
I
and
always
shit
worked
like
at like since I was turned 16 when I was legally able to have a job. I worked at the mall, so I worked.
that. Oh, so
like,
you're kind of always with
yeah,
sales.
I worked at Wilson's Leather in like Northridge Mall, and then from there,
it was commission based.
there no, but I
Oh.
was like I was trying to like it was a very like
Working
they
way
were
up,
pretty
no?
big at the time, but like I knew somebody that knew like corporate or whatever,
Mhm.
and like I would always have a lot of sales. So I was just like, let's implement something or something else, whatever. And then Wilson's Leather, Fossil wanted to recruit me. And then, I mean, at the time I was like, oh shit, like everyone,
hell
you
yeah.
know, everyone like starting to hear my name, whatever. And then they wanted me, and I was just like, I went with them. I was a leather specialist, which I taught people like leather, and then I would make them buy it. And I fucking,
fly as
bro,
fuck.
that
And
was
you
like,
were like 17, 16?
Leather's
yeah, I
still
was like,
expensive as
yeah,
fuck,
17 at the time.
Bro,
And
I
then-
was 16. I was playing with my wiener.
that's right.
I was 24 playing
Oh,
with my
yeah.
wiener.
Uh,
Fuck.
but fuck, yeah. And then I went to Aldo, and that's when I was like a manager at like when I turned 18, because I don't think they could have given him to me when I was
Younger than that.
yeah younger than that.
Yeah.
So when I was 18, I became a manager at Aldo, and I was like taking care of the whole team or whatever. But yeah, from there, that's when, like after that, I had a girlfriend at the time, and her cousin's boyfriend worked at LA Fitness, and he was just like, yo, come over here, like we get bonuses, you know, like you can top commissions on there.
Yeah, I heard they
Like
get paid
every
pretty
show.
good.
Yeah, they get paid pretty good.
My
I was
homies-
doing pretty decent. Like
my homie
from
works
when
at
I look
24.
back at my like those years, I was like,
Like,
what the
damn,
fuck was I
I'm
doing with
making
that
good
money? You know,
Yeah.
like I was like, what the fuck? I had like a Mustang, and then I was paying rent, and then I would just be going out. Like, I don't know. I was just fucking around. Then that's when I was like, okay, that's when I was like maybe like 20, and then I was turning 21, and I was like, fuck this, bro. I don't want to be like working with anybody anymore. So then my homie was doing drop shipping at the time. So he was doing drop shipping, and he was doing like decent with drop shipping. And I was like, you know, fuck it. Like, I'm just gonna quit. I'm gonna learn it, and I'm gonna like just do my own shit.
Yeah.
Bro, I quit. My dumbest thing I ever did was quit, go to Vegas.
Wait.
I quit, went to Vegas, right?
Well, I had a plan
Because
and
it
totally
was
right.
it was literally my birthday coming up, and like his birthday is also June, and we've been friends since like since 5th grade, right? And I had money saved up, and I had money stacked up, and we were just like, it's our 21st,
Fuck it.
let's do it right. And I was just like, fuck, all right, fuck it. Got a penthouse that wrapped around the whole
Oh
thing.
my
Nah,
god.
hell
Like,
no. I
bro.
already overdid it, bro.
Oh, we overdid it, bro.
I was like,
Bro.
how did you fuck up in Vegas? Everybody
No,
goes to
trust,
Vegas.
bro.
Penthouse.
Started the
I was
story
like,
like,
okay, so we got a
Got the
penthouse,
same
right?
exact one in Hangover.
No, it was Floyd Mayweather's like old
Oh,
one or
yeah,
some
yeah,
shit,
yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Worse.
I know,
Like some
fuck.
old one. It was like it wrapped half around the palms, and our friends didn't have money at the time,
So you're like,
right?
fuck it, just
So
pay
we
for
bought
it.
a Sprinter van, and I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna drive the Sprinter van. Everybody come through. Don't worry about the stay. Just pay for your own food. Like we'll get everything else. Like blah blah blah. Like he was making money too.
Yeah.
And then I had money saved up, and I was making money too. So we went there.
Should have been friends with you.
And no cap, bro. I was like, I just wanted everybody to have a good time.
No,
That's
fuck
all
that,
I
bro. When you're
wanted.
in that
Dope as
position,
It
you
was
do that.
21.
Yeah,
It was
dope
my
as fuck.
birthday. It was his birthday. We all have the same friends. My sister came with me. The second day out there, I had Amex at the time, so I had Amex points, and I flew my mom out. And I was like, come, like, check this out. Like, you know, I was 21, so I was like,
Yeah.
yo, this is the I'm
Yeah,
you know,
you're doing it
like,
right.
yeah. So I was like, fuck it, and I'm not saying I blew all my money there, but then we came back, bro.
How much did you spend in Vegas?
That was like, I think it was like 12,000. Like, yeah, at 21.
Just you or
and I was
both
like,
of you guys?
it was like both of us together.
Honestly, that's not too bad.
It's not,
I was
but
like-
at 21, bro,
Yeah.
I was
Fuck
like,
is that
fuck,
not too
bro.
bad?
Okay, bro, they got a fucking penthouse that Mayweather used to fucking.
And they spent $12,000 fucking dollars. I hope you could see Mayweather for that price.
Yeah, no
You're
cap.
talking about a lot of fucking money. What the fuck?
At the time, I look back and I'm like, why did I do that? Because like I wasn't making that much money. Where
Yeah,
it was just
12
like,
grand's a
where
lot,
it was
bro.
like, fuck,
12
like
grand's
you
a
know,
lot now, bro. So imagine
It
when
is.
you're
yeah,
fresh 21, like.
it was a good story though. Like,
No, it
it's
is a good memory
story.
too.
It was, bro. It was great. It was like Little Pump was like popping up, and
Yeah.
That was his-
5 a.m. listening to Little Pump
Nah,
like
yeah,
on top
that's
of the
tight
pool
'cause you
table.
remember that
Like just
forever,
getting-
bro.
It had surround sound speakers in a theater, bro. We were fucking. It was
That's
it
not
was
too bad.
lit.
And
It
you're
was
just
lit.
fucked
Like
up
I don't
all the
regret
time.
it because it's like it's memories that like you know money
Yeah.
comes and
Lasts
goes.
forever,
So
yeah.
I'm not really tripping on that, and the fact that I was able to do that, cool. Like it was amazing. And then my mom was out there too. Like it was a good time. And then I don't know, my dumbass decided to like come back and then go to fucking Cabo.
Oh,
Oh my gosh,
You
you
know,
got worse.
so like I just was like on a
Fools
little
getting flown
streak,
out?
and then I finally hit like my back against the wall, and I was like, all right, like let's start doing shit, you know.
Yeah.
So then I started my own business, and my first business venture was it was called Cop App. I actually got it like tatted, like right here.
oh shit! What, the fuck?
Like,
It's
I
called
got
what? Cop?
Cop App. So I got Cop, and then he got App. I think I have Cop, right? It's been so long.
No, bro, you got ass.
I was like, oh shit.
have
I got
some-
Preem.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's called Preem Cop, and then we changed it to Cop App.
Oh, okay.
See,
I was
bro, I
was
forgot. Like,
bro,
it's
am
been a
I
minute.
tripping
I
or
got
is
this
that
in,
not
like
sync
this
up?
was like 2018.
Isn't it supposed to fade away? It looks like
Yeah,
you just
but
got
like
that shit
the
done.
guy that did it, it was supposed to be here.
Yeah, it's
Bro,
inside.
he did it like
yeah.
here.
Yeah, no.
I went to
it was
Hollywood
short out,
Boulevard.
down. Yeah.
Hollywood Boulevard, just drunk as fuck, and then it was just like fuck it.
That's another hard
And then it was for YouTube. Like we were like doing YouTube at the time, and
So
just
like,
seeing
fuck
like
it.
what happened. Yeah, if we would, I feel like if we would have stayed with that, it would have been lit. But
Yeah, hell yeah.
I was the only one doing like everything for that, so I was like, fuck that. Like I don't want to keep picking up the camera.
That shit sucks. That shit sucks.
Yeah, I want to have somebody just follow me.
Bro, I
you
hate
know?
doing that shit now. When
Yeah,
I've been doing this shit.
but hey, you guys are at it though. So
Not
and,
me.
And now I'm like, these
Half the
was has
bangers
this thing,
gotta
you
go.
know.
7 a.m. I'm like, yeah, I guess we'll go film whatever.
Fuck. What was
You
I
were saying
saying?
your first business venture.
Yeah.
Oh
Cop
yeah, it was
App.
it was a $25 subscription company, but I got everything for retail. So
Oh, cop as in cop. I thought
yeah,
you were
like
talking about
I'm gonna go cop some shoes.
Oh, I
you know,
thought you were
like,
talking about like cop, like with the cop shit.
no. So
Oh.
this is when I started going into streetwear.
Okay, that's
So
yeah,
this is
fuck
my
yeah.
like I didn't really know much about streetwear. Like I knew like people that can get me shoes
Mm-hmm.
and like you know I always was like oh I would like to have those shoes one day.
Yeah.
But I never camped out for shit.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know until that. So Supreme was hidden at the time.
Yup.
So
They didn't have their drops. You get up
Yeah,
Facebook, buy everything off the
literally.
catalog.
it
I
was
used to do that
it was
shit.
lit. Supreme was actually going crazy. If I would have resold everything, I would have made probably 10 times the amount. But
Do you guys have bots back then or not?
no, not at that time.
Damn, so you're
just
Because I was running bots already. What year did you say this was?
This is 2018.
Oh, okay, no. So I started running bots like at 2020 because that's when like
Yeah,
2019,
that's when I
2020,
started getting into
You
bots
couldn't
too.
find shit
yeah.
no more, bro. Like
Everything was like front end, and we only had one LA store.
Oh,
So bro, it was just it's crazy because that business was actually really like the business model was good.
Mhm.
So we would charge you $25 every Saturday. We'd have a drop for retail.
Mhm.
So we'd cop everything as much as we can throughout the week, and then Thursdays was Supreme drop. And I would go on Craigslist, and I made a whole ad of how to sign up, how to do. Well, at first I made an ad of like, hey, I'm looking for people to shop for me.
Mhm.
And I would get tons of people. I put them in a Google Drive, and then every week we would send mass texts to
to
like
whoever got
to
something.
whoever wants to work with us. This is how much we're paying. If it was a good job, I'll pay extra amount. If it's a whack job, I'll pay like $100.
Yeah.
Right. But the $100 they'll get like 10, 15, 20 items.
Yeah.
And remember at this time it was only Supreme LA, Supreme New York.
Yeah. So at the
Everybody
time-
around the US wanted Supreme.
Yep.
So we're the only chance of getting it. You're basically we called this your second chance at retail.
Yeah.
So
You couldn't get on the website.
yeah, you
off
could
the
have
bat.
yeah,
You had to go
everybody
through
was
us,
fucking
you
over
guys,
the
yeah.
website. And then
It
came to the
so fucking smart. That's still smart as fuck.
yeah. No, I really think it can still take off, but
Hell yeah.
it was just about the inventory problem. So a lot of people, we got a lot of like mimics and try to copy us. But they're paying resale.
Yeah.
And then they're just like, they're losing a lot of money.
Yeah,
they're
buying resale, trying to sell.
Yeah,
resale.
and then didn't have the subscription model where it's like built like that. So me in my end, I was pushing the fucking front end. So I was having people come shop for me and get everything there, and I would resell like maybe 1 or 2 items to cover the cost, right? But that shit was hitting, bro. I got an investor for that one right before the pandemic. It was actually Kanye's cousin, John Monopoly. Bro, I've gained so many connections with that thing. Like, and I went to WeWork. So WeWork, I met like people through WeWork, and then they just like expanded everything else. And then we had like an advisor to kind of helping us like what to do. His name's like Rodney Williams. He owns like this thing called Listener, which is like now like the military has it and like all this shit. It's fucking crazy.
Damn.
But he introduced us to a lot of like pretty wealthy ass people. And where we met John Monopoly, he only invested $5,000, but we didn't want his money because we were making money at the time. That was my first business that did $1 million in a year in gross.
What?
Yeah, that one was like, it was doing really well. Like,
how old were you at this time?
22.
How old are you now?
YouTube, dog.
26.
26.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's only fucking 2 years.
But it was lit.
2 or
But
3 years ago.
and then again, that was like funding our lifestyle at the time too. So like my homie had a nice car, I had a nice car. We were going now.
So you weren't really saving it, or
we weren't really saving it, which is also like a problem.
Or no?
Again, like money comes and goes.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like now in our age, it's easy to make money. So like I don't regret it. I regret the amount I spent for sure. I mean, I always do, but I go back into it. Yeah, the experience is way better because like, mind you, like a lot of people around us didn't have that much money, so we were covering a lot of stuff for all of our friends,
which is dope as fuck.
Yeah, so we were just like, you know.
Did you ever feel like you had people use you for your money?
Nah, because I know that I'm very genuine and I can read people very easily. Like I feel like I've gone through so many scenarios and shit where I know how to read people like right off the bat. So I know I don't know. That's just how I felt. And then like the people that were around us were like day ones kind of. Yeah. So it's like, you know.
So what I'm like fucking super fucking impressed about is how the fuck did you know how to do all this shit at such like a young age?
But I fucking had no clue.
But I was about to ask that too.
But like the thing is you're over here saying like the fucking
you had the
idea.
advisor, you had a bunch of investors. Like that shit's not easy shit to get nowadays. Like
where did you like learn all that stuff? How did you teach yourself, or who taught you? And then 2, like what pushed you to like keep going with it?
Yeah.
So I kind of I had a partner at the time. His name was Josh. And we just like kind of just always worked together. We were constantly with each other every single day, and we're just like, okay, what can we do to make it better? How can we do this? How can we do this? And then we had like a little team kind of set up where we started creating more of a structure and a lot of things. And I don't know, for me, it's like I like working, so I like just getting shit done. With like, we have to ship a whole bunch of bullshit and like, you know, handle all that stuff. And I like doing it because it's like, you know, 1, it's for my business, and then 2, it teaches me a lot of shit. So that's when
shipping too, actually.
That's when I learned like how to do like a majority of the things there. And this was a minute ago too. And I don't even think it's like the best way to do it anymore. But I was doing everything by hand and like, you know, typing all the addresses out, putting every single fucking label, doing all that shit. And then any problem, like for me, it's like I always have this thing where I kind of say it's like there's never any problems, only solutions. So it's like whenever something happens, it's like,
how can I fix it?
Yeah, like it's not a problem. Just how the fuck can we fix it? Let's just fix it. We'll figure it out. You know.
Yeah, smart. That's a good way to look at shit.
So just by doing that, and then I feel like that just keeping that like motto in my head is just how I kind of learn like how to do a lot of things, because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Yeah. I just go day by day, and it just comes naturally.
So like the Craigslist shit, like how did you learn to do that? Because I'm thinking about that now. Like I still would not have thought about that, for you to go on Craigslist and fucking like.
Bro, honestly, like how we got the idea, I have no clue. It was just like I need people, I need heads. I remember in high school, like whenever I needed like an extra 100, 200, I always like had a like girlfriend, so I always wanted to like make money, like to take her out, right? So I remember like even in high school, I did a freaking like I would go on Craigslist and look at little ads, like somebody would hire to do like a little interview for their school project, and they were paying $100. So I would go like tell my mom and drop me off like somewhere so I can make a quick $100. Like 15 minutes in and out, I'll make $100. And I would use Craigslist for certain things. So I don't know if that was like something that like, okay, I know it's like OfferUp?
Yeah, you can look for jobs on OfferUp.
Oh, really?
And that's why I was gonna bring this up while you were talking. I didn't want to interrupt you, but that's crazy that you were doing this so long ago, because now like you can fucking go on OfferUp and
I feel like nobody uses Craigslist anymore.
Nobody does.
It's OfferUp or like fucking
Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah, Facebook Marketplace.
You can fucking get a job on Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah,
too.
See, I don't know how to do Facebook Marketplace.
No, but that's
right
crazy.
Now. I don't even log into Facebook.
On Craigslist, that you're doing this before. Now it's just a tab. It's easy as fucking click. But before,
and there's TaskRabbit too, and like shit like
so
that.
like back then, you were actually like fucking funneling through a bunch of shit to try to figure out how can I make a quick buck that's actually beneficial.
And
to
it was
myself.
working. I was like, fuck it. I mean, I got scammed a couple times, but like that's
Live and learn,
lesson. Like I would give people fucking 1,000 cash, go wait in line, didn't call me back.
Yeah.
And like, okay, bet, learn my lesson.
Yeah, I'm not doing that shit again.
So then how'd you prevent that?
I would take people's fucking like car
Info.
keys or fucking wallets or some shit, and I'll only give them their ID and like my card.
And they were cool with it?
Yeah, they were cool with it because I mean they needed the money, so I was like, fuck it, like I'm gonna be right here, like I'm not gonna take anything from you.
So you would like wait outside?
Yeah, I had a little corner where
you would have been better off just stealing their car.
Oh,
Yeah,
you gave $1,000 and got fucked.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said someone gave you 1,000 and you got fucked. I'm like, how do you get?
No. I would give money to go shop for me, so I would pay because basically how it worked is I would get these guys. I'll teach them how to sign up for Supreme. Then they'll get like a text message, and then every Wednesday we'll send out, hey, did anybody get a text message or whatever? We'll get like a list of 100 will go down to like 20.
And they would go wait in line.
And then only like 15 will show up.
Yeah.
But those 15 like would bring in bags. And I'm talking about bags. Like
and that was back when they didn't have a limit.
Boom. Yeah.
Because before you could go and buy everything.
Well, they still had one per each item.
Oh, it was still
like
that.
One color and one thing for each item. But like week 1 when it was a shit ton of stuff.
Yeah.
Bro, we were cooking. We spent probably like I have receipt. I was actually going through like some sales tax bullshit that I got hit with, and I had to go back to look at the receipts, and I was like, "Fuck, we were spending a shit ton of money per week doing this shit."
Shit ain't cheap.
Yeah, and
that's on top of paying the people that had to go and run the work and shit like that. That's actually really fucking. I'm still tripping on this whole fucking idea. Like, that's actually really fucking smart. Like that, like you said, it would work now. It's just like now with like the reps and shit like that. So
there's a whole bunch of, and Supreme's kind of dead.
Yeah,
so,
dude, they've been
once
for a while.
Supreme kind of started dying
doesn't have
down.
resale
Ever since OGD came out.
This guy. We're gonna take a quick break from this podcast, and we're gonna have a word from our sponsor today, Game Time.
It's game time, baby. It is game time. This is where you get your tickets.
Yeah, as everybody knows, it is fucking stressful to get tickets.
Stressful as shit. I almost fucking sold this house to get a fucking nosebleed Drake seat ticket this morning.
For real, man. It's fucking damn near impossible sometimes. It's stressful. It's hard. And you never really get the best prices. And that's where Game Time comes in.
Yep.
Let me tell you guys, Game Time, it's fucking sick.
It's one of the best. It's the fastest growing ticket app in the country. That shit is great. It's actually really good.
Yeah, no, it's sick as fuck. So the Drake concert, as you guys know, he's going on tour, and the tickets, they just got on sale, and it's fucking stressful, man.
It's so stressful.
How long were you on the website? You were trying to get tickets for like fucking 2 hours?
Yeah, it doesn't even matter. You don't get shit.
Yeah, you don't get shit.
And that's one of the big pros of Game Time too is the last minute ticket sales. They have like games same day. So I don't know, one day you're like, damn, I want to see a fucking Laker game. Wonder if they got tickets. Check Game Time.
And on top of that, they have killer fucking deals. And they also have like if for some reason you can't go and you need to cancel, they have protection against that. And one of my fucking favorite features about Game Time, is the fucking one, you got a bird eyes view, and you also, from your seat, you could see what it's going to look like.
Yeah, because catfishing, that shit has gone next level. Now they're doing it for fucking concert tickets.
But not with Game Time. Game Time will show you what you are buying for, and let me tell you guys, it's the fucking future.
Exactly, because sometimes you be trying to buy a ticket, you think the seat's fucking, it looks kind of close to the stage on the picture. You get there, you can barely see the motherfucking people singing or playing. It's like, damn, dude.
Yeah, and the next thing you know, you got a fucking nosebleed. You're about to pass out because your fucking back of the head's touching the back.
Yeah, you might as
the
well
wall of the stadium, bro.
Might as well go over there with a fucking VR headset and just act like you're courtside.
Yeah, and if you're a fucking spontaneous person like I am, where you just want to go to a concert, go to a fucking Laker game, that is where Game Time comes in. Because like he said, you do not have to plan in months in ahead. You could, if we wanted to, we could go to a Laker game tomorrow. They play tomorrow.
I might go today.
Shit,
I don't even think they play today, but I might just go.
Yeah, with Game Time, somehow we will be able to do that. So anyways, guys, snag the tickets without the stress with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code SWEET for $20 off your first purchase. That's $20 off the first purchase, guys.
Hey, that's good. That's a fucking nachos and fucking drink right there.
Hey, I heard nothing but facts right there. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code SWEET for $20 off. Download Game Time today. Last minute tickets, lowest price, guaranteed. And back to the rest of this podcast. So then you had the Copp app. So how come that failed? Or did it fail?
So I was getting everything through the front end.
Yeah.
So everything was happening through the front end, and I was talking about I was getting people to shop for me in the front end, and retail stores closed. Everything closed.
Everything took a shit.
Every front end closed, which made everything go online. So Supreme was still having the online stuff, but at that time, there's too many bots.
That's when
too many
bro,
stuff.
you get on at 7:02.
Yeah,
sold out.
Sold out. Everything sold out.
One to sell out at 7.
Bro, yeah, it was ridiculous.
Yeah, before it even dropped, you couldn't even hit like fucking add to cart.
So then how come you guys didn't like just put all your guys' money into bots to try to do that?
You can't.
Yeah,
That shit flopped.
tried it, and it's just like.
Did you hear about the EDD scam that everybody was doing?
Yeah.
Bro, when they were doing the EDD scam with bots, it was fucking genius, bro, because you wrote it off as an expense. Like a lot of people that are smart, bro. Like I have a homie that was doing same shit, like reselling, but he was reselling like Louis Vuitton, Dior. Like that's how I get all my designers, through him. And we had talked about it, and he pretty much funded himself through EDD to get bots. And I'm like, that's fucking stupid. You just dumped money to make your money back. And he's like, yeah, technically on paper. He's like, but in fucking real life, I was making $700-800 of profit per item.
Damn.
And I'm like, oh shit, this kid's a lot smarter. I thought I was smarter than him. And then he said that shit. I'm like, oh shit, you're not as dumb as I thought. Like, that makes good sense.
Damn.
And like, that's why when you were doing that shit, I was like, fuck, bro, you're competing against people that have a million bots, bro. Like, you know what I mean? You wake up and they're sleeping in bed and they push a button and they bought more shit than you because
exactly.
they have it
so
set up.
that's where like everything took a toll, and I was like, fuck. And I had already opened up my sneaker store at that time. So I was more focused on like, okay, I have a storefront. Everything's closed right now. How the fuck am I gonna continue paying rent there? You know? And then that's when our hoodies started popping off. We had Cookies and Cooks hoodies. They're rhinestone ones.
You never gave me one.
I got fuck. I have some extras.
You never gave me one, and I texted you so many times. I was the hardest.
No, I gave you guys merch though.
You gave me a shirt.
No, I didn't get. No, I did get a shirt.
Bro, you gave me like a shirt that was like 3 sizes smaller.
Hey, it was my shirt. He gave me the double.
No, I just gave a bag. I gave you guys a bag and said, "Have fun with it." You know,
that shit was tight.
Was it dildo? Cookies and Cakes dildo.
Hey, if you look at fucking Nug Boys, they filmed the thing on our store, and they actually did a Cookies and Cakes dildo.
That's hard.
And they were going to customers, and they were filming like a secret prank in our store, and they're like, "Oh, have you seen like the new Virgil dildo? Like it's life size." And that shit was fucking huge, bro. And some like girls would get offended and shit like that. That shit was comedy, bro.
Yeah.
Comedy. But yeah, I had the store at the time, and we had those rhinestone hoodies that just took off. Like that's when TikTok started taking off a lot, and we had like Charlie D'Amelio, Addison Rae,
who was that girl that was running your TikTok?
Her name was Bar.
She was fucking killing it.
Yeah, she was.
I could not get rid of that
crazy.
fucking girl. I would swipe one time,
and then
she pop up. Swipe again, she pop up.
Bro, she was
like,
killing the hell out of it. It was to the point where like, my old partner was just like trying to like, I don't know, like kiss her ass type shit.
Yeah, because she.
But that ended up biting us in like in the long run.
In the long run, yeah.
Yeah, but
wait, so how did you feel when like the first business kind of like fell apart?
It was sad at the time, but at the same time I was like,
so
yeah,
you had,
I was like, okay, I
priorities.
still have something else going for me. Like, let me see if I'm gonna focus on that or if I'm gonna focus on this. I still tried saving it, but it was just like, and this is with everything. It's like partners. Like, you know, sometimes it's just like lack of effort and like shit like that. And like, I'm not trying to carry the weight of everything.
You can't pick up the slack for someone who's not trying.
So now, how do you go about like choosing a partner that you're gonna do business with?
I mean, honestly, like I said about reading people and shit like that. Before it used to be like really close friends that I was like known for a long time, and now it's just like, you know, strangers literally like fucking
the people that don't have nothing to benefit off of you.
Yeah,
that's the truth, bro. And it's fucked up to say, but like I was just explaining right now, bro. I've worked like personally. I've had a bunch of like, you could say businesses, but obviously fucking talking about dogs and shit like that. But like businesses with people that went into business greedy. Yeah. And that's what fucks you up, bro. You can't do that because you're a hard worker, bro. You want shit to work, and then
Yeah.
other dudes just worried about making that money to fit his pocket. Boom, I
Yeah.
just got to take my little ins. And I'm
Exactly. And same thing with like even the store, bro.
cool. Yeah.
The store was like honestly like one of the biggest headaches like of my life. Even
That was
like
a bad fucking store. That was a tight ass store.
bro, we
It
did
was.
it really fucking well. Like really fucking well. And it was just bad partners, to be honest. And last year was like probably the worst year of my fucking like entire
I
life.
know we talked about it, bro.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was just a lot of bullshit, bro. I got scammed. Like I was in crypto heavy. Like I'm still in a group chat with like Gary V and like all this stuff. Like you know, I used to want to be that person with like no followers, but verified because of like all the people I
Just the
fucking
back
knew
end
and like
networking.
all shit. You know,
Yeah.
like I have a lot of I'm pretty well at like networking as well, and like I like talking to people too. And like
I can
we
get you
just-
verified accounts.
We
if
just
you want your account
happen
verified. I swear to God, I got my account. The same guy that got my account
to
back.
do like the
The Meta.
the artist way, or
No. Anything. You can be
Oh,
entrepreneur.
really?
It can be clothing brand. That's why everybody was doing the
it
fucking.
was like 25
singer.
racks.
Not.
Yeah,
I'll tell you.
see?
I'll tell you.
All right,
But
bet.
yeah, it's 25 racks.
You don't hit him up.
Yeah, hit him up.
But yeah, so I was just dealing with a whole bunch of shit. So like crypto like I never really got my money from like the store or like anything, right?
Mhm.
A lot of people think like, oh shit, he has so much money because he owns a sneaker store. Like everything was going back
Refunneling,
into
bro.
the business and
A lot of
giving
people
back
don't
to the business.
understand that either.
And then my partner was just like, you know, kind of starting projects and not finishing them. And it was a lot of money like wasted here, a lot of money wasted here, a lot of
Ends
money wasted here. And then I've always complained about inventory. Like, you know, we make money off of our
inventory,
fucking
bro.
shoes.
You get rid of
Reinvest into the shoes, not into reinvest on the other shit. And he was more of like the bigger picture type of guy. So he would talk about like, you know, bigger picture, and I would like be like, all right, fuck it, I trust
Makes
you.
sense,
You know,
yeah.
it makes sense. And his vision was good, and like, you know, I've always believed in his vision. But if, you know, money was funneling elsewhere, like where it's not focused on,
Yeah.
like, bro, it makes sense.
Mhm.
Like we own a store, we need to be making sales in
Gotta
order
make
to
sure
fund everything
that's
else.
covered before everything else.
So shit just started hitting the fan there, and then at one point in our like during the time where like crypto was hitting heavy, like I used to live like in a great fucking like a nice house with like a whole bunch of like my homies, like three of my homies, and
the
it
one I
was
went to
fucking lit.
over there.
Huh?
The one I went to.
On
the view? You had a view?
Yeah, that house.
That was
bro.
a bad fuck. I
Yeah.
blacked out so bad.
It was like a
$2
$2 million house with like an elevator and all this shit, bro. And it was people. A lot of people think that shit was like crazy expensive. It's like I was paying $21.50 for rent for my room.
Oh,
which
but
is-
it was 3,
It was 4.
4. Okay.
So, the total was like
9.
eight grand,
Yeah,
8.2 or something like that. But
That's
we were
bad,
splitting it
bro.
all,
Yeah,
you know?
fat ass crib with a fucking
Yeah,
elevator.
badass crib with
Fuck.
yeah, bro. It just made sense. Like rent right now, if you want to get your own apartment,
Oh,
it's the
you're
same
fucked, bro.
fucking price,
Yeah, you're
damn
fucked.
near more maybe. Like in LA at least,
Yeah.
you know?
Those suck.
It's fucking
Uh,
more. It's not
yeah.
2100.
Yeah,
bro.
it's like 3, maybe touching 3
4?
grand.
Bro, for
yeah,
my
I
shit, I'm
mean,
paying
yeah.
almost $4,000, bro, and I have a 2-bedroom.
Yeah, see, you feel me? Like it's just like
Same
if
shit.
we just did it smart. I have like really good credit and
Yeah.
like credit history too. So it was only
That's
me and my
important.
homie that got approved for to
So
rent the
other two
house.
were just-
Yeah, they're like one of them like is from Mexico, and the other one, yeah, like
I did that shit too, and it bit me in my ass, bro. When motherfuckers didn't want to pay rent at the end because
nah,
your credit got.
we were
bad.
all making money together.
Yeah, so you
it
were
was
solid.
it was a good thing. And then crypto was hitting crazy, bro. We got into like Bored Apes before like it blew
I
up
remember
crazy.
bro.
You had a Bored Ape NFT?
Yeah, I still have it.
before
yeah.
you even brought up NFTs. I seen that he had one, and that's why remember when we started talking about it. What's can you hear me or what?
Yeah, I can hear
When you started explaining to me about you and your brother, I was like, bro, because at the time I don't think we all had met yet.
Nah.
I don't think I think I knew you
When I
guys
was doing
already.
Crypto, hell no.
Yeah, I had knew like these fools already, and then them obviously, but we're all
Yeah.
separated. And I remember saying like, bro, I saw somebody with something like a fucking ape, and then he was like NFTs, and at the time I was like, the fuck is an NFT?
Yeah.
And then that night we linked up, and you were talking.
One of my
about
guys that I lived with was fucking doing NFTs like hella early, and he
How
was just
the-
like, they're gonna hit, this is gonna hit. He's like, just buy it. And I'm like, okay, fuck it. We bought little things.
So he told you to
then-
buy a Bored Ape?
Yeah. So bro, it had like 3 at the time, almost like.
Damn.
Well, we bought them for like one of them we bought for like $6 grand, and we put like 3,000 each or 2,000 each, you
Yeah.
know.
That's
And then
smart.
we'll split it with like different people in our group, like
Uh-huh.
our group of friends, and then it would just keep going up and up and up, and we're like, no way, you know, whatever. And then we would just reinvest our money there, and then we would pull it, we'd dump it to other projects, get shitted on, all this shit. And then like crypto, I was making like a decent amount of crypto. That's when I was like going out doing my
Yeah.
shit.
Were you
I would go to-
trading or were you like...
Yeah, I was trading crypto, like basically
Damn.
flipping NFTs. So it was like doing shoes, but I was flipping NFTs. So like at this time, my partner for cookies was like trying to do his shit. I was like, fuck it. Yeah, I only own like about 20% of like cookies and kicks, and everybody else was like spread it out everywhere too. So it was like, to me, it's like, fuck it. I'm not even eating off the store. Like I'm doing a lot of work for the store. So I'm just like keep making my money off of crypto and doing all this stuff. And then I was traveling a lot. I was going like Miami, doing all this stuff, because in Miami you were able to pay in crypto. So it was like it was just lit. Like crypto was doing well, and then we'll flip into other plays, do other things with it. And the house, we were just doing like a lot of like stuff like in like together, you know. So we're just making money.
What was the most you sold a Bored Ape for?
We sold one recently for like 100 and something. We purchased that one though for like, I think it was like 3 something. Well, we had sold it for like 250, I think, at the time. The numbers are like a little bit off, yeah. And then we rebought it for like 350, and then it went up to 550. And they were like, sell it, and we didn't sell, and it tanked to like 100K.
Oh, so you lost on it?
Initial investment, no, but
with how much you were up?
With how much we were up, yeah. How much we could have? It was a $500,000, bro.
Yeah, that's fucked.
And I was like, fucking sell that bitch.
But at the time, everybody was saying.
But my friend that was like, yeah, exactly. And we were in the group chat with Gary Vee and all this shit. But even Gary Vee was in the group chat saying all NFTs are gonna fucking die eventually. Yeah. Which they did. Yeah. You know, even like, bro, every project fucking died. But Bored Apes is still like, they still hold like a decent amount. A decent value, yeah. Yeah, and they're still like giving airdrops and stuff like that. So they gave like ApeCoin, which like that was like a free like 20 bands each.
Yeah, that shit was going crazy.
It was just like, bro, it was just a whole bunch of shit with like NFTs, and we're in a degen play where like, I'm telling you, like valuable people are in the fucking chat, you know, and they'll give like good plays before like anybody else even knew about it. Yeah. And
how'd you get into that?
Yeah, how'd you get into
my friend that lived with us? He was just really like into it. Like
it only takes one person that knows what the fuck they're doing, bro. Really?
And we're with each other every day.
Yeah, so it's easy to talk at dinner. Yeah, fucking talk when you're sitting in the kitchen. Like.
Exactly.
So the first time that he came up to you and he was like, "Hey man, I have like a way for us to make money." Because I feel like that kind of happens a lot, especially when you live with people. Yeah. Like, how did you make that first initial jump? Because, like, I feel like with me, sometimes I'd be like, man, like, nah, that shit's bullshit. It's a scam, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, at first I didn't believe him because I think of the very first one, it was fucking called, like, something Pirates, bro. Yeah. And they were just fucking bullshit.
Did you see that shit was, like, supposed to be a big-ass scam? Like, I guess whoever sold them took the money and dipped, and that's why it crashed that fast.
That's a lot of projects that fucking I invested in. They're called rug pulls. Yeah. So we did a lot of bullshit, and then I was in Miami. We were at like Rolling Loud, and we were buying fucking goats.
Goats?
Yeah, they're like, I forgot what kind of goats they were. Oh, look back at my wallet.
They were like digital goats.
Yeah,
like
NFTs? It was like something goats. No,
like actual goats. No, I thought he was really buying goats at Rolling Loud.
I was like, damn,
I was like, what the? I'm like, damn, this boy flipping anything.
They're NFT goats. And then I forgot the name of them, but that actually made like a little bit of money, and I was like, okay, fuck, there's like shit into this, you know. And then that's when we started like looking into Bored Ape Club, and then Bored Ape Yacht Club, and then I don't know, just shit started hitting there, and then we started realizing like other projects are gonna start hitting. We got into like Clone X with Murakami and Nike and like all this shit. And then like last year was like the worst year because but right before my birthday, bro, I got scammed.
Yeah, you were telling us
for like 60 bands.
Explain that situation, because that was fucking nuts when you explained it to me.
Yeah, so it was like I had an NFT and like a couple of ETH in my wallet, right? And the NFT I split with 2 other homies. So I felt so bad, bro. I got a call from Apple. Apple doesn't call you. So I got a call from.
I got a call from Steve Jobs.
Yeah, the fucking.
But like my phone was tweaking.
I'm like, bro, how do you do this? Like, what the fuck?
Bro, my phone was just tweaking. It was like someone's trying to log into your account. I'm like, deny. Like, don't allow it. Deny. And then I got a call saying like, hey, it's like, you know, somebody's trying to activate your account or trying to get into your account. Is this you? No, it's fraud. Like, whatever. Okay, he's like, do you mind if we reset it or whatever? Because someone's trying to get in. And at the time, I was like, whatever. Even like one of the homies that invested in it with me, Little Chris, he was in the room. I'm like, bro, shut the fuck up. Like, this is fucking annoying. Like, let me deal with this problem. He's like, no, just hang up. And I'm like, nah, like this is fucking pissing me off. I'm trying to do something on my phone. Yeah. I forgot what I was trying to do, but like, I'm just like, bro, like this shit's fucking pissing me off. So I'm gonna answer it. And then I'm like, yeah, whatever. Like, what do you need? And he's like, I'm gonna send you a code. Just let me the code. And I let him the code. And I have something like it's an app where I can see every single transfer before like the blockchain, because it goes through there and then it goes to the blockchain, or it goes to the blockchain, then the app, and then like the actual app. It was called Zerion. So in Zerion, I started getting notifications like something transferred, ETH transferred, and then I saw Clone X transferred. And I was like, no way, bro. I'm like, they're fucking kidding me. And I'm like trying to stop it. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
but
fuck
by
this.
then it's too late, bro.
Bro, this was like, I'm telling you, like, I've never had this in my life, bro. I literally was like, my heart dropped, bro. Everything started happening, and I'm like, fuck, bro. Like, my whole fucking wallet just got gone. Like, it's gone. And I was like, fuck. Like, there goes, like, it was like almost like 70 bands at the time. And then even right before that, I was doing like a cash out for like 40,000, and I sent the money to the person. This was like maybe 2 weeks prior, bro. I sent 40,000 to my homie. It was supposed to be my homie's wallet, but it was the guy that he was meeting with, and he was on his way to meet with him. And I sent him 40 racks, and he just ghosted us.
Yeah, just disappeared.
And I was like, I had taken my family to Disney World at the time.
Yeah.
So it was like their Christmas gift, and it was for February or some shit. Oh, so it was a couple months before that. Okay, so yeah, this is during that. This is like the start of the year. So in February, that's when it happened, and I was like, fuck, I lost 40 bands. And it was like it was from like the NFT shit from Cookies and Kicks NFT.
Yeah.
So I even felt worse because it was like,
fuck, it was all that shit.
it was all that shit. And then that got fucked, and I was like, fuck, like, you know, like, what am I gonna do, whatever. And then we just kept trying to figure shit out. And then a couple months later, come my birthday time, mind you, like, even like during that, I would sell like clothes and shit to other stores. And then one guy fucked me up for like 9K, and then another guy fucked me up for 7K on some like other bullshit. I just kept losing money. I'm like, what the fuck is going wrong? And then that shit happened when I got hacked. Then I got hacked, and then he had the audacity, the hacker that hacked me had the audacity to call me, bro. And mind you, he's in my phone. So like, he had all my pictures, bro, like strip clubs. Like, we used to have strippers like at the house, and just like, we were just fucking around, you know? We used to have a whole bunch of shit, bro. He had like, bro, like naked pictures of me, naked pictures of me doing shit, bro.
Yeah.
And he was starting reading my contact list, and he's like, I'm gonna start sending it to every single one of your person in your contact list if you don't send me one Bitcoin. I'm like, bro, you just took fucking 70 grand out of my fucking wallet. Now you want me to send you a Bitcoin? Bro, I was fucking tripping. I was just like by myself, and I'm just like, what the fuck is going on right now?
That's the worst feeling too,
bro.
bro.
And then he started sending pictures through like my WhatsApp.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm getting the notifications on my end, and he's like sending me all my pictures, bro. So like, I lost a lot of pictures because they're on his hard drive or some shit, right? And I was just like, fuck, like, this is so bad, bro, like, so bad. And then next like 2 days was my birthday party.
Yeah.
And I was just
I
like,
remember.
Damn, like, I'm gonna have to put a fake face on after like, and then I
I'm
started to pay for everything on the party too, and I was just like, fuck, like, I'm just more money that I'm just throwing away. And I was just like, fuck it, like, I'm just gonna have fun. It's my birthday. We're just gonna like do it, you know. I did it. I still had fun. And then that Sunday, bro, of my birthday party, I had hit the gym. Coming back from the gym, the IRS swiped another like 60-70 bands out of my business account, and I was just like,
Holy
fuck,
you couldn't
bro.
catch a break.
What was that? What
Literally,
was that for? Just
bro.
because of
It was just sales tax from like EDD time. So in EDD time, Cookies and Kicks did like $1 million one month, and then 1.2 million the other month. Like, that's when we were like, bro, everybody was just cash, like cash. Just eating. They're taking inventory out of our store. That's when I thought like, oh shit, Cookies and Kicks is never gonna fail.
Yeah.
That's when I started going. That's when crypto was hitting, and I was going out because I didn't think shit was happening. You know, I really didn't think anything was gonna happen. Like at that time, like we're doing numbers, bro, like numbers. And I was just like, fuck it, like, you know, like, this is gonna be good. This is long term, like, we're fucking good. I can go fuck around. And I was traveling a lot. I was traveling a lot, going different places. I was fucking in Miami. I had to go to fucking Chicago, back to Miami, New York, like all this shit. Just living my life, you know? And yeah, I guess like we had a payment option because at that time, like, I didn't know really much about sales tax and all this shit. Like, I never made that much fucking money in my life before, you know, as a business.
Yeah.
And none of us did. We're all fucking, I think I was the oldest one. My other partners were like 22, 23.
Yeah, so everybody's just fresh.
Yeah. So we ended up having to go on a payment plan for those, like, that year that we did like fucking huge numbers, and we were paying off sales tax. And I guess we missed like 2 payments, and then that Sunday they just fucking swiped
Came and pulled it. Yep.
Yeah, we only owed like about maybe 85 or 100, and they pulled everything out. It was like 70, maybe 60 to 75. Zero. I just see a notification. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. I'm like, damn. I'm like, what the fuck is going on in this month, bro?
Yeah, that's fucked up.
So all this shit happened in 1 month.
It was the beginning of the year, though.
Yeah, it was the beginning of the year, and then like a couple months after, like, I would get fucking fucked by other people, and then
It's a fucked up year, bro.
Yeah, and then I got hacked, and then the IRS thing happened, and I was like, fuck, bro, like, I can't even I couldn't catch a break, bro, at all.
Did anything else happen that year? Please
Anything
tell me
bad?
that's it. Yeah.
Anything
No,
bad?
I mean December came the last month when I had to close down Cookies and Kicks.
Why'd you have to close it down?
Just my bad partners, bro. He just made bad decisions. We took on an investor. That investor saw that that tax situation.
Oh shit, he
and
saw
then-
all that.
I mean, yeah, we had to be upfront
Transparent
with,
with him.
what's happening and stuff like that. And what's crazy is that these same people, bro, came in and offered me 1.1 million for my equity like a minute ago. Like during that time where everything was popping, we were getting offered because
But you were making so much. You're like,
me and
what's the
Josh
point?
went in as one entity because we went in as Cop App, and we got offered 1.1 for our fucking equity.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, let's do it. Like, let's get the fuck out of here. And we would retain a 2% equity of
whatever
the business, and we wouldn't have anything to do with it. And we're like, fuck it, all right, fuck it, we'll take it. Let's do it. Yeah, bro. And come like 2-3 weeks later, we found out that my partner, which is like a majority shareholder, denied that offer because he would lost creative control of everything.
And he didn't want that.
So he didn't want that.
Yeah, he didn't want to lose his.
Yeah, so it was fucking bullshit. And then I was like, fuck it, we're still gonna make it without them, like blah blah blah. And then when shit hit the fan, the whole fucking IRS shit happened and like all this shit. And we owed people because we did consignment, so we owed people money at the time too. And then we just like, we're gonna like, I was figuring it out, like, and I was legit like, we called them, we got some money back, like only like 30 grand back. I was able to pay some consigners back. We were gonna keep the store open. I was able to make rent for the store to be open. I was doing everything I
you
could
were
to make it
hustling, trying to
happen.
keep
Yeah,
it
like I
working.
said, there's no problems, only fucking solutions. So I was doing everything I could, and then he went on and brought these investors on board, and they put me like on like
The back burner.
Yeah, exactly. And I was just like, fuck, my back is against the wall. I gotta sign these paperwork. You know, I had like a girlfriend like back in high school that I hit up. She's like a lawyer now.
Damn.
And I had her like help me with the paperwork and shit. And she's like, don't sign this. And I'm like, bro, they give me a fucking deadline. Like, what am I gonna do? She's like, I don't even have enough time to kind of look over everything, but I know this is gonna be a fucked up deal. Signed the paperwork, did whatever. I was like, fuck it. Basically gave them full control. And then shit just started hitting the fan. They didn't like some of the stuff that was happening, and they just took all the inventory out, like in 24 hours without telling me. I had to find out through my security guard that they took out all the
They came and
inventory.
took all the shit.
Yeah, they're like,
That's
they're
so
taking
fucked.
everything right now, and I'm like, what
So
the fuck?
fucked.
And like all of it's not even like ours really. It was
Yeah,
like the
it was
consigners.
co-signing.
Yeah.
But they separated everything as well. But like we still owed the consigners money. That was like, it was like a big hit, like huge issue. And like my partner that brought everything didn't really take accountability for a lot of things that happened. And he's still not, like, I'm still trying to like at least help with something. And I had another partner too that's like really big in like drop shipping, and he's like really big in the NFT community. He makes like a lot of money, but he was a very small percentage holder, so he really didn't care much about
he
like
was
what
fucking,
happening.
I'm
And I would
losing this.
call him. I'm like, yo, this is happening and shit. He's like, no way. He's like, no way this is gonna happen. No way. But then again, like, you know, at the end of the day, it's not his headache either. So I can't really complain. Like, you know. But it was still good for him to have that under his belt, because Cookies and Kicks was fucking huge.
Yeah,
bro.
it was fucking
We went on like
big as
sneaker
fuck.
con. We went on. I mean, what's it called? The sneaker shopping shit. Complex.
Complex gone.
We were able to go on there. Like, we did fucking huge shit. We
And
fucking
you probably met a fuck ton of people through
fuck
that too.
ton, bro. We did like a whole Juice Road fucking pop up where like that was like the biggest pop up we've ever done. Fucking hosted the first These Fools thing there. That shit did fucking well. There's just a lot of plans that I wanted to do with the business, but like having
And
a
you had
partner-
really
a
good.
partner
These
that
were
had-
really good fucking ideas that you had too.
Bro,
Like, this is not like
100%.
you were wasting bullshit time or
Yeah.
money. Like, this is genuine ideas.
And
that
my
would've been
partner
better.
would try to start merch and just fuck off, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it was just like wasted money, bullshit, give everything out for free. And I was like, you can't just give for people for free that are just because they're popping.
Yeah.
You got to give people
Motherfuckers
that
gonna
are
take
free
it in
that are popping and have engagement,
Yeah.
number one, because you can have fucking 10,000 followers or
And
like
60
100,000 followers and like 60 likes.
Yeah, and then you're
Like,
fucking
you
useless.
know? And like, he would get people shit like that. And I like this when I started getting involved with These Fools, and I was
Yeah.
like, bro, like, we gotta make These Fools, like, give them all of our shit. We'll do photo shoots with them, like, make that shit,
Yeah.
make the store like kind of
Especially
part of
because they were
them.
coming up to it.
Yeah,
Yeah, helped you
but
guys.
he's like a white Jewish, so it's like he sees like like, you know, like he likes the Charlie D'Amelio.
yeah,
look
he
and
saw
shit like
cholos
that.
and he was like, yeah, fuck this.
Yeah, so he's like, he saw These Fools and he was like, these fools, like,
Yeah.
these fools, you know, like
So he's
come
already
on,
went
like,
fucking.
So I'm like, he's already kind of putting it back. Now he sees it and he sees the like how big These Fools has been taking off and shit. And I saw the vision from the jump.
Yeah, he's probably buying.
Yeah, which is why Brian like fucks with me, because I've always seen the fucking vision from the jump.
Yeah.
And I've always gave him everything, like the pop up I did for free, like the slingshots that I had a slingshot business. I give him all the slingshots for free.
Yeah.
I fucking help him with the videographer. It used to be with their intro, like in the thing. Like, I just did a lot of shit because I believed in them.
Mhm.
I let him use my fucking house for a baby shower. Like, you
Yeah,
know,
hell yeah, bro.
like,
That's what homies do, man. That's tight.
yeah.
I have a question for you. So,
All right, guys, we're going to take one last break from this podcast, and we're going to have a word from our sponsor today, HelloFresh.
Hey man, you already know our relationship with HelloFresh. Man.
We love HelloFresh, man. HelloFresh feeds us. We feed HelloFresh. I don't know how we feed them, but somehow we do. But guys, I'm telling you, their food's fucking fire.
Their food's fucking fire, man. I feel like we shouldn't even do the fucking ad read the way we're supposed to do. We're just supposed to talk about how good that damn food is.
Yeah, because I'm not even gonna lie, guys. Cooking pork chops, it's fucking hard.
Oh, it's difficult. It's difficult.
I've cooked pork chops before. I know how to cook. You know, I know how to cook pretty good. But the one time I cooked pork chops,
Guy was sick.
I was sick. Danny, all he did was follow HelloFresh. This dude doesn't even know how to make a fucking egg. He doesn't even know how to make rice in a rice cooker.
I fucking came home one day. He was like, "Hey, pork chops with fucking Brussels sprouts and something on the side." I was like, "Damn, fat ass, how'd you do that shit, dude?"
That shit was fucking. It was good. The pork chop. We were like, "Damn, is there any more pork chops?" He goes, "Nah, but there's chicken fajitas."
And then he made chicken fajitas at night. And we're talking about Danny. This guy does not cook. He does not. But
yeah,
he's turning into something right now with HelloFresh.
HelloFresh made that full fucking a chef. My mouth is watering right now. I can't even pronounce
those
words.
Instructions. I don't know if you've ever seen the instructions, but they're so damn easy to understand.
Yeah, they are.
It's step by step, and it tells you, look, idiot, it should take you this long to do this long to do that, this long to do this, so you should be done by this time.
Yeah, so while you're doing this, go ahead and do this.
Yeah, exactly.
It's crazy.
No, it's literally, it tells you shit
like
that. So it's so fucking easy. So if you fuck up, that's literally on you.
And what's also sick too, March is National Nutrition Month. And if you look under the dietitian win, they have meals under 700 calories. So guys, summer's coming up. Everybody's trying to get that six-pack. Calorie deficit under 700 calories. That's fucking beautiful. Along with that, they have a protein smart tag where they have meals that have over 30 grams of protein.
Pretty good.
30 grams or more of protein.
That's pretty good.
Guys,
that's pretty good.
The cost of grocery shopping is going up.
Insane.
Nobody wants to eat out anymore. For fucking Donald's, bro, a burger's like an arm and a leg.
It's insane.
What happened when the fucking burgers were $1? Fuck that. Go to HelloFresh.
Exactly. HelloFresh. Get all your ingredients there. Fresh, cold. They give you the big ass ice cubes so your meat doesn't go bad. You could fucking leave the box that they give you out for like. I mean, I don't recommend that, but we did do that shit.
We left it out for like a week,
and it stayed cold.
It stayed cold.
We cooked the whole thing too.
Cooked the whole thing, ate it. Nobody got sick, guys. HelloFresh is the shit. Like, it really is the shit. We fucking love them. And also too, so what he was talking about with the ice, guys, save that ice. Put that bitch in your freezer. Now you just got a big ass ice pack that lasts for I don't know how long. We still use that shit.
Years.
We just filmed a fucking video where we used the HelloFresh ice pack that they gave us.
I think I'm gonna give it to my kids.
And his kids will give it to his kids, and then kids.
Yep.
And then, by then it might melt, but who knows? It's fucking HelloFresh.
That's true.
So anyways, guys, go to hellofresh.com/60sweet and use code 60sweet for 60% off plus free shipping.
Wow.
And I repeat, guys, go to hellofresh.com/60sweet and use code 60sweet for 60% off plus free shipping. Shit, my bad. The fucking pork chop coming back up. Guys, HelloFresh, America's #1 meal kit. I'm telling you guys, use our fucking code and feed yourself and feed your fucking family before they starve.
Yeah.
Damn.
Thank you. Let's go back to this podcast.
Pork chop.
When you were going through like all these ups and downs with the clothing brand and cookies and kicks and shit like that, how was it for you to like manage time with these fools, manage time with your business, manage time with all the losses that you were taking at the time? Like, that spreads you thin, bro, super fucking thin, especially because you went through so much bullshit in such a small period
and
of time.
And a girlfriend, to be honest.
And a girlfriend, bro, especially if it's not positive, it'll hold you down just as bad,
exactly.
bro.
So it was always a lot of toxicity like in that shit too, but like
that takes a really strong mental though, dude, because there's a lot of people that would have been in that position.
Yeah, I mean she was there. She helped me, and like I was with her for a minute too. She actually let me live with her for a little bit too, like her mom and like her back house. So I'm always thankful for them and their family. Like I still talk to her mom.
That's still good, bro.
Like we're still
Keep
cool.
Cordial, man.
Yeah, we're cool.
No
like and they don't know nothing bad blood, but like just shit we just need to separate.
Yeah.
Like I ran into so many times where I'm like, fuck, we do need to just end this, and then I'll try ending it, and then we just get back, and then it'd be like another.
And then you
cycle
got all this
again.
shit right here on your plate.
And then I got other shit behind, because the girlfriend is another job.
Yeah,
that's anybody that says that, like, it's not like,
they're lying.
bro, you have to. It's another job. Like,
so
it's
much
nothing.
time.
Full-time
it's a lot of time.
It's a full-time
you gotta make sure they're
job.
happy, like all this shit, like
with overtime.
if you're not doing extra shit, like like we're not going on dates anymore and all this shit. It's like, oh fuck, all right.
And what's
like,
more fucked up is like she's looking at you like, oh, this guy doesn't have this time for me, or he doesn't care for me.
Yeah.
You're sitting there like, bro.
I mean, she's never really been like that.
Yeah,
You know, she's always understood shit because she's like, she got there when I started Cop App. Like,
That's
she was
cool,
like, you know, she saw me that. She saw me when I got the store.
Yeah.
She saw like when I did
So
basically
she knew you
everything.
were hungry with the business.
Yeah, she knew I was hungry with it, so she knew. But it was just a lot of bullshit with like arguments and over little shit and like, you know, just stuff like that. But with everything going on, it's like when the store was happening and the store was like closing, I had jumped on 75 hard. So that's when like when all that shit was happening, I was like, okay, well, my partner for solar, he's in the military and he's very like hard going,
punctual, and very
and just like fuck whatever the fuck you're dealing with, you know, the world's not gonna stop fucking going. You're gonna wake up tomorrow and it's gonna be another fucking day. And with I mean, I've always had that mentality too, and I've never. One thing I don't do is talk about my problems, which is something that I should have done with maybe my ex, you know. But I've never told her what was going on and like everything like that, cause like, what is she, like? Anytime I ask for like, or I tell her, like she'd be quiet, you know, like or she'd give me maybe a little bit of advice, but it's like, it's not gonna fucking help me.
It's not gonna fix the issues. I mean, it might make you feel better at the moment, but like in the big picture,
I mean, it's
like,
not even gonna make me feel better. It's just gonna make me think about more shit.
Yeah,
like,
and then
what I gotta do is figure out problems. You know? That's what that's what I need. You know. So I was just like, fuck it. I'm just not gonna talk. I didn't talk to anybody at the time. Like, I didn't tell anybody what the fuck was happening because it's not nobody's issues. It's my fucking issues. You know. And I've always been like basically on my own since I was fucking 18. So it's like I have to figure my shit out myself. And I did. We're still going through shit. I'm still like, you know, trying to fix shit up with people that we like kind of ended bad, I guess. But 75 hard just helped me kind of balance everything too. I had no alcohol. I was able to kind of think straight. I was able to create a structure, which is now I kind of have a structure in my life where it's like balancing everything. Where like, and even these foods, is like, I like that or like Brian's kind of more of a business like aspect with everything on it. Yeah. So he's creating kind of a structure within that, which helps me create a structure on my end too, because it used to be just everywhere.
Feed off each other, and that helps. That helps majorly.
Exactly. So now he like he hosts meetings on like Mondays, and then Mondays we go over there, and then we film Wednesdays. So I just learned to like leave Monday nights and Wednesdays I gotta be there, and then throughout the week I'm in my solar stuff, and then other stuff I'm with this guy, like, you know, just trying to flip shit with him, and then we have pump cover. But being up early like helps me kind of plan throughout the day too. Yeah,
shit helps so much,
bro.
I really need.
You have way more time throughout the day.
I need to fucking do that, bro. I really need to start waking up earlier, bro.
Productive.
For like, so this week I like got really off schedule, and I'm like realized how fucking bad it's fucked me up. But before I would wake up at like 5 or 6, and like, bro, by like 9 o'clock you've gone to the gym, you fucking ate your first meal, you have all this shit done, and like you kind of plan what you're gonna do for your day. I wake up at 7, which is still pretty early.
That's still
But my day's so fucked now. Now
by 9 you only went to the gym.
Yeah. So I look at my phone. I'm like, bro, how is it already 4? Like, where did the time go? And like, I fucking hate it.
Yeah. No, I mean that's how. I mean, fuck yeah. That's exactly like when I used to live with my guys in like that house. I hated it because they were up at like 2, 3 in the morning, and I'm like, I'm trying to implement like a schedule in my life. I've always been trying to implement a schedule in my life, and then they were like not mad at me, but like I would always have different schedule because I would still be up. Earliest I'd be up over there, maybe like 8 or 9, and I'll go hit the gym, and I would force people to come with me. Like whoever woke up, come with me, you know. But now it's like where I live, it's like I live with Lil Chris and one of my other homies too. But me and Little Chris like feed off of each other, man.
Yeah, that fool be going to the gym early as fuck with you.
Yeah, and he's so what's funny is like I never really noticed he was like doing all that shit too. And then one day I see him, it's fucking 4:30 and fool's at the gym. I'm like, damn, bro, like what the fuck, you too? Like,
bro, it's like I feel like he's like my little brother, you know. Like, I mean, I love that he is a brother, and I love him to death. So it's like I wake up in the morning and like, so he felt 75 hard like twice.
Yeah, he told me. Yeah.
And I call him a bitch like every day I see him.
Yeah,
like,
you a bitch.
I'm like, you're a bitch. Like,
that'll fucking motivate you, bro.
He failed like, and this is how like Alex is on me, you know.
Yeah,
my partner for solar is like,
push, bro.
He's just like an asshole, but like an asshole, like you take shit constructive criticism, you know. And maybe that's how like it's fucked up that I am like that with people that I love too. Like I'm just like, fuck you, stop being a bitch, like wake up tomorrow. And like even with like my ex, like I would kind of be like, hey, like stop being a pussy, like, you know,
let's
like
get up, let's start working.
And she would hate shit like that, you know. And I'm like, she would hate when I would talk like real with her.
Well, because
bro,
like, nobody wants to be real. Everybody wants to be Instagram life.
Exactly.
Like,
and
nobody wants to put the work
bro,
in,
this
bro.
is the realistic fact. Like like I really like, I don't like the fact that like I'm not waking up, because when I did wake up at 4:30 and go on my walk, and I already listened to a podcast on my walk. I'm already energized, already thinking about shit on my day.
Yeah.
And then I go to the fucking gym. And then I go to the gym and like nobody's on their phones, nobody's on like
working out.
when I like to be like on the gym, even like Chris when he's on the phone, like get off your fucking phone. Like,
let's work out.
like you have all day to fucking be on your phone. Like we're here to work out.
Yeah.
And he would kind of hate it because it's like I move with like urgency. Like
Yeah,
I move
real
like I
quick.
want to. Like,
That's
even
the
when
way
I
to do
walk,
shit, bro.
when I walk, I walk fast.
Yeah.
Like I just move like if I want to move. Like when I drive,
I gotta
drive
get somewhere,
fast.
bro.
Like
Yeah.
even if I'm like I don't go fast like fucking like crazy like this motherfucker.
If I fuck, I come fast.
Yeah, literally 2 minutes.
I got shit to do, bro. I gotta go back to work.
But
Nut off, bitch.
yeah, everything is just like with urgency with me because it's like the faster I get shit done, the more shit I could do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know. So yeah, it's just like implementing that structure in your life. It's like something that's just so fucking key, and like, it took me like fucking 26 years to figure that shit out because
bro.
I've always tried to implement structure, but it's until now it's like whenever I see videos of like, oh, waking up at 5 a.m. is good, like, you know, there's nobody on their phones, you can actually like have yourself like be with yourself in the morning.
Facts.
And it is literally key. And I've seen so much positive growth since 75 hard, where like internally and externally, where like money's just flowing as well.
Bro,
and then, like,
we were talking about it. We've seen it through your posts.
Yeah,
and that's crazy to watch it. I was getting up 12, 1, 2, and you had 37 things done already, and I'm like, I haven't fucking wiped the mocos on my eyes yet. Like it's crazy to see. And then like I told him, bro, like I want to start a 70, even if it's a 25-day hard.
Yeah,
just to
even
see,
if
'cause,
it's
like,
something.
I just want to
still good.
start. I just want to
Yeah.
get going because like how you explained to me the last time we talked at the party at these foods, you were saying, bro, like the hardest thing was getting like starting.
Yeah.
Like just getting it going. Obviously maintaining is hard, but
Yeah.
I always talk shit to this fucker.
yeah, because they be getting up early, bro. Like they get up, but the thing
No,
is,
I know.
like,
even when I met them, they're talking about trading and shit like that.
Yeah.
And I knew one of my friends that I have too, like Kevin trades that.
Yeah.
You know, like shit like that. Like
Yeah.
you know.
and I'm like the opposite, bro. I would work like night out. I wouldn't wake up early, but I would stay up 3, 4, 5 in the morning, and then
Yeah.
like to me, that was the schedule. And like
Yeah.
now it's taking time. Like now that I see, you know, all the benefits that you were talking about and shit, I realized like, fuck, bro, I was actually being worse on myself doing this shit, thinking that I was doing good.
Yeah.
So like, bro, like that's really cool.
Yeah, and like I had like the people that I live with try to convince me so much that being up late is way better. And I'm just like,
It's
to me
because
it's
it's
like
easier.
yeah, it's easier.
Easier
It's
to
way
be up late
easier.
than to get up early.
Yeah, exactly. And like one thing that Alex always said is waking up requires no skill. You could be fat, you could be skinny, you could be old, you could be young, but waking up and requires no fucking skill. All you gotta do is literally get the fuck up.
Yeah, stand up.
Like
get your shit.
open your eyes and just stand up.
Yeah.
Like that's all you have to do. It requires no skill at all. So once he told me that, I was like, "Fuck, bro! Like I feel like a bitch if I don't wake up."
Yeah, because you have no
Like,
excuse.
bro.
It
Sometimes when I
requires
see that 9, I'm
discipline,
like,
that's why.
Yeah,
yeah,
discipline,
that's
discipline.
That's the
hard,
one
though.
thing. But that's the one thing I feel like if you could get yourself to wake up early, especially on the days that you don't want to, then you could pretty much do anything.
Facts.
Yeah,
You can put your mind to a
100%,
lot more shit like that.
Waking up is literally it's the hardest thing, but it's also the easiest
Because
thing.
it's so easy to just I'm sleeping
5 more
for
minutes.
Yeah, I'm
10 more
comfy,
minutes.
for
I'm
30 more
comfy.
minutes, bro. Like I fight with myself in the morning, bro. I be having fucking arguments where I'm just like,
Fool has schizophrenia. Don't get up. All right, I'll get up. No.
bro, I'm just like, man, like if I just sleep for 30 more minutes, I'll be well rested. I could do a lot more throughout my day.
Yeah.
And then what always ends up happening is I sleep in for 30 minutes, turns into an hour, turns into 2 hours.
Exactly.
I wake up, I'm like, bro, if I just woke up, I already would have gone to the gym, been showered, been ready to fucking take on my day.
Literally.
It fucking sucks.
It fucking sucks. Even like knowing the fact that like the days that you wake up tired and go to the gym, after the gym you're just like, I'm fucking up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's the next day where you're just like, fuck, should I sleep in?
Yeah.
You know, contemplating with yourself. It's like you gotta just fight that inner
urge.
bitch in you.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
Facts.
it. That's
That is
literally all
true.
you gotta do. Yeah.
So fucking last year, how the fuck did you deal with that? Like how did you keep a positive mindset?
Yeah,
Because
always.
bro, like
That's the hardest part.
Yeah,
Right there.
I don't know. I'm a very positive person.
But,
That's
like,
good, dude.
Very
That's really
positive.
good.
dude,
I'm
you
the
got,
opposite.
you got fucking hacked. People were threatening to send your fucking your dick to your mom and shit.
Everybody.
Yeah, that's a
else, like,
fuck up ass
like,
scenario.
bro,
That alone is fucked up.
bro,
Like,
bro.
then you
That
got hacked at IRS.
that
I'm
would have
like,
put me into a fucking like mental hospital. So like I'm like,
yeah, I would have grippy
Bro,
songs.
it was
just like-
bad. Like bad. Like,
I'm
he got
mind blown
bad
to
pictures.
how he's like, bro, he had butthole pictures.
fucking
Bro, and
access
I'm
to
just
all
like,
this shit,
fuck,
bro.
He has like everything.
So how did you keep like just how did you
What kept you like
yeah
going?
what kept you going, bro?
I don't know.
That's a real
Bro,
ass
it's
answer.
either like
That's
it's
a
either
real
like
answer,
I
bro.
eat a bullet or I just fucking keep going.
Or I
But,
sit
like,
here and
yeah.
fucking let it mope
Bro,
around.
and I'm not saying like I was depressed where I wanted to fucking kill myself,
But you were
but like
definitely
I was down, bro.
Yeah,
I was
bro.
down to
Everybody
the point
has
where
their
like
days, bro.
honestly, it wasn't even until I met him where I was like I saw fucking light.
Yeah.
Because it was just like
This was
bro. I wanted
all
to,
it takes, bro, is one person.
I wanted
bro.
to start my fucking year off right and like all this shit and like, yeah, I have people like Alex. Like I love him to death because he's my brother too. Like my partner for solar. Like if I die tomorrow, he will take care of my whole family.
Yeah.
Like no questions asked. Like
Yeah.
that's like my blood like brother at this point. You know, like I've been friends with him for a minute and like I'll take a bullet for him. He'll take a bullet for me.
Yeah.
So like when I was getting hacked and shit, I was texting him and he's like, "You want me to send 25?" Because he was asking for Bitcoin. Bitcoin was at 50, and he's like, "Okay, just send me half." I'm
Damn,
like,
it was still at 50 at the time.
yeah. And
I thought it was when
like,
it already.
no, it was like maybe like 45, like you know, like around there.
Damn, so he
and,
took
uh,
70 bands and then
And then
asked for
asking
another
bro,
45.
the audacity,
What
bro.
a
I was like,
cocksucker.
yo,
The fucking audacity,
What a
bro.
cocksucker! You have to be a
Scumbag.
yeah. You have to
bro,
be the scum of the earth.
asshole. And like Alex was gonna do it because like that's my guy, you know.
Yeah.
Like I just got all my crypto shit like hacked,
Yeah.
you know. And he had some shit in there too, and he's like, he went from like fucking the 50K to like half, which is 25, and then he went from 25 to 10, and then from 10 to 4, and then Alex was just like, I'm gonna send it. I'm like, nah, just wait.
Yeah.
He's like, let me send it. Like he's like, this is not cool. Like you're not like, don't do this to yourself.
Yeah.
He's like, let me just send it, and I'm like, nah, just wait. And then at the end, I was like, fuck it, because I know scammers too. Like, you know, like I had friends that were scammers, like all this shit. And then in the scam industry, it's called double dipping.
Yeah.
So that's what he wanted to do. He wanted to just double dip. So I told him, I was like, fuck it, post my dick, and I hung up. Nothing ever happened.
Yeah, because a lot of the times they're cool with whatever they fucking took. They're just trying to see what they can milk
70
you.
bands.
Yeah, bro, hell yeah. I would have been cool for a band, bro. Give me 1,000. All right, we cool. We
He
good.
would have been cool with the cookie.
Yeah,
with the sweater.
fucking bitch, bro. But yeah, I mean, how I kept it through, bro. Honestly, I don't know. Like, I just had support from everywhere I went. I had a meeting when like Cookies and Kicks was going through shit with two of my employees that I had in my store, Evan and Warren, and I went to my mom's house first. I told Alex to meet me at my mom's house. My mom's house is like very like zen. Like she has crystals everywhere.
So you have like
we
a
buy her
real-
like for her like Christmas or some shit. We bought her like a big ass Buddha like fountain, like
Yeah.
you know, like shit like that. Like she's very like very
Spiritual.
positive too. Yeah.
That's
After
dope.
the divorce, you know, she just became very
Cleansed,
somebody just like very happy and just like, you know, cool. So like being at her house
You
just
automatically
brings
feel
joy
better.
into my like in
Yeah.
my life, you know. So whenever
And that's your mom.
it was like when the IRS thing was happening and like all that shit, I went to her house and I was like, Mom, like I gotta meet with you and I gotta meet with Alex. I met with them, and then I'm like, I just started crying, like, you know, like a lot of shit's going on, like
I was gonna ask
you know, all
that.
this shit.
Like, did you
ever have a breaking point?
cry?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because you were just saying right now how you hold shit in, bro. That sometimes that fucks you up more than just.
So
letting
that's
it out.
when I met with those are the only people like I'll be like, all right, fuck it, like
I can let my guard down.
Yeah, I can let my guard down. And still like I don't even let my guard down with them. But like at that point it was just like it hit
needed
peak
it,
where I was
yeah.
just like, you know, everything that happened in that Sunday when the IRS did all that bullshit. Just went straight to my mom's house and I was just like, my mom knows like the tone of my voice too. When I called her, I was like, hey, I need to come over. And then she had people over. She kicked everybody out. And then it was just me and them. We sat in the backyard and then we just talked about like what was gonna happen and what can I do. And then Alex is like fucking. He's just a genius and like very like on point with a lot of shit. So he was just helping me with like what to do and like
Next
stuff like
steps,
that.
yeah,
Next
past
steps,
it.
yeah. I was like, all right, fuck it, and like I think I have a solution, and that's when I brought like my other two employees, and they wanted to open up a sneaker store.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, well, like let's do it. Let's just take over the name. I'll file for a different LLC. We'll call it like C&K
Yeah.
instead of Cookies and Kicks LLC. It was
Yeah, yeah.
C&K LLC.
So was Cookies and Kicks the store already done by then?
Basically,
Could you have came back as Cookies and Kicks?
I just didn't want my partner involved. That was the perfect
Oh,
opportunity.
okay.
At that time,
I get what you're saying.
at that time, that was the perfect opportunity
To do it.
for file for bankruptcy, clean slate,
Wipe it out.
clean
come back
slate,
and-
come back, keep the rent, and with different partners.
Yeah.
And like people that would do it
Yeah, so you
correctly.
could've-
You know, people would do it with me correctly.
Yeah.
And they have a lot of love for me too because like Warren, like he didn't have shit at the time
Mhm.
when he met me. You know, like he was proxying. He was one of the people that shopping for me in the thing.
Yeah.
And then when I opened up my store, he was my first employee. And then he started his consignment through there, and he fucking does like well over 6 figures and shit like that within my store, you know. And then he did crypto, and then he started hitting in crypto like crazy,
yeah.
you know. Like he's still like in crypto crazy too, and like now he owns his own sneaker. Like after that thing, it just happened. Like it just didn't work out the way that I wanted to.
Yeah.
So then I still kind of like pushed him to do his own shit. Like they always wanted to talk about like opening a store.
Mhm.
One of them lived super far,
Mm.
and I lived in North Hollywood. So I figured out like a solution, like where, okay, I want to be closer to my office. I want to go back into solar. Like
Yeah.
I want to do that. I know that I've always wanted to go back into it. So when the investors came, I went back into solar,
Yeah.
and that's when I started kind of learning more of the ropes again because I've been off of it for a
Yeah.
year
You
and
had
a
taken a
half,
big
you
break.
know?
Yeah.
So I went back into it, and like now I'm back into it a lot more. And I I had a lease at the time with Warren
Mhm.
when I was like getting hacked and all that bullshit.
Mhm.
So I removed myself, and thankfully Alex has a home that he purchased that he was renting out. And those people were like, I guess they're like growing weed in that house or whatever. So they fled. They just left
shit,
they, without
yeah.
saying shit.
Yeah.
So he's like, fuck, I can't just rent it out like this. And I was like, fuck it, bro. Let me take it over. I'll have Chris move in with me and we're straight. Because Chris's lease was up.
Mhm.
So then I was like, and then Evan can move into my spot.
Yeah.
Because they want to open up a store together.
So they want to work together. So
And they can work together and do their own shit.
Yeah.
So it just worked out perfect, bro. And I always believe in like
Is that where you're at now?
yeah, I'm in.
With the one I went to for the
Friendsgiving?
The Friendsgiving?
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
shit.
So that's my homie's house.
That's fucking
And then-
tight.
I remember you telling us about that.
Yeah. So yeah, that's how I got
Time
into
works
there.
in fucking mysterious
Yeah,
ways, bro.
literally, bro. And I always feel like, things align just the way that they're supposed to. And I also think Cookies and Kicks closing is gonna be a really good thing for me too.
Hell yeah,
Because
bro.
Taught you a lot.
it taught me a lot. Yeah,
Now you can be
um,
creative with yourself. You can do it again.
it took a lot of stress off of me.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm not trying to like
Bash.
talk
and
about
everything
like
that.
shit that's like happening, like the recession and all this stuff, like
Yeah.
on this that's a whole different conversation. But like I believe in the next year or 2 years we're gonna see a lot of
Oh, for sure.
downfalls
Which
where
you
a
never
lot of stores
know.
aren't gonna sustain.
Yeah, you
and,
never know.
like,
It could've.
That
like
shit's
that.
already happening. E-commerce.
Yeah, I mean,
E-commerce is taking
bro,
over.
everything. I've been like talking like jewelry districts too, and like stuff like that. Like a lot of front end stores are gonna go down.
Bro, you can't fucking the jewelry shit right now. It's better to sell it fucking cash in hand than fucking try to go to a
And
store.
then, I
bro.
mean,
You
you,
know-
see the Rolexes dip.
you know
and
why
all that
so
shit,
much
bro,
shit-
Oh, my
prices are going
fucking
down.
my AP overnight, bro. Fucking
Yeah.
15,000. I'm like, bro, what the fuck I buy this piece of shit
Man,
for?
I feel like we're just starting, and that's the reason why I've always knew I wanted to, because I'm pretty like not well caught up with like news and stuff, but like I'm around people that like know.
No, you know a
things.
lot of shit that I personally.
And like I know a lot of rich motherfuckers too
Yeah.
that tell me shit like
It's
that,
your circle,
like, that
dude.
that's happening and stuff like that. So it's like right now this is the time where you're just putting your head down and stacking up. Before like I was clubbing, traveling,
Yeah,
and all
yeah,
this shit.
yeah.
I still like we'll have a time like we're gonna probably go to Mexico next month, but like it's
It's canceled.
Yeah, he's
No,
like,
we
what do
are-
you mean?
we are-
fuck?
we
are
already
going to
got
Mexico
the
next month.
tickets.
It's like we're not going.
Nah, but
nowhere.
it's,
know,
bro, you
what-
gotta enjoy yourself.
but we're doing it smart,
Yeah.
It's $500 to fly out of LAX, or we drive to San Diego, cross the border, and pay $170.
Yeah, half the fucking
You know?
price.
Yeah.
I mean, plane might fucking
we
fall
don't
out of
even,
the air,
we don't
man.
even go out like that though. But before, like I spent like 20 grand in a weekend, like off of fucking
Yeah, bro,
bullshit.
that
Off of
shit is-
partying, like rolling loud bullshit, like bro. And my friends were spending like 100 grand. Like Kevin Trades, bro.
Yeah.
I spent like 150 grand that weekend, and I
That is-
spent.
that's
But I was just like,
nuts,
bro, I'm like, I lived the fast life. Like I did it. That's when I was like dating that one girl, and like all this shit. Like I lived that life. I saw what it was like. I wasted a lot of money. This is the time to just put my head down and just fucking focus and
And
just
you already
fucking
went through it.
stack
It's
the
cool.
fuck up. Yeah, I went through it. And now I just have like a lot of investments everywhere, where it's like I'd rather do that than
Smarter.
fucking spending money and going clubbing. You
Yeah,
know?
you're never gonna see that shit ever
Yeah,
again.
exactly.
The memory's cool,
Ever.
yeah, but at
Yeah.
the end of the day, it's like, all right,
Yeah. So
long
like,
term.
yeah. Now I'm just putting my money elsewhere, like in different pockets, and just like seeing where it goes. And then solar to me is recession proof.
yeah.
People just want to see
Probably gonna get
savings
bigger and
within
bigger and bigger,
and like
bro.
solar just makes sense to me in like in every aspect.
Yeah.
Like I can help people save money at the same time and make money off of it.
Yeah.
It's fucking
It's a
all legal.
win-win.
It's a win-win.
Yeah, nobody's
It's like
fucking
why
losing.
the fuck not? You
Yeah.
know. So I don't know. Everything's just been fucking ever since this year started. I've been off to a great start. Like did 70.
Yes,
I was
you
on
go.
75 hard in December. And I flowed like I was on it during Christmas. Everybody wanted me to go out and drink. New Year's,
You
my
did
ex-
it
Yeah, bro, you
hardest
Bro.
time.
yeah,
bro.
you
Yeah.
did it in a fucked up ass time.
I honestly
bro.
think I'm gonna do it every year at that time.
Yeah, because
like,
I mean, for one, you
bro.
save a lot of money, and it's a good time to push yourself.
And I start off to the year fucking
Fresh, boom.
like good mentality,
Yeah.
like
Hell
good.
yeah.
Like Q1 is probably like, bro, we've been fucking at it. I'm telling
Yeah.
you, at it. Like even this week alone, like the online leads that we've been fucking talking about and like focusing on are coming in crazy.
You
And
just
it's
said you
like,
gotta go
bro,
out
I
to
closed
fucking-
2 deals this week. It's like
It's
at least like
amazing.
an extra like
Damn.
I want to say if it's full commission, probably maybe like 10K, like
It's
you
not
know,
bad,
just
bro.
off of both of them.
Speaking,
You know,
boom.
it's just the digital lead that somebody was interested in solar,
Yeah,
like not including other referrals and bullshit that I have, like
or the door knocks,
It's
and shit
fucking
like that.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
The door knock leads and shit like that, bro. It's booming, and I'm saving all these people money.
Yeah,
Like it just makes sense.
That's
they gotta
dope,
pay a bill
yeah.
no matter what. Might as
and
well
what's
pay your own.
cool is like you're a lot of people in your position, like especially with all the shit you went through. Like I'm not gonna lie, when I took a really bad hit like 2 years ago, I like went to grimy shit to try to make my money back. You know
Oh,
what
I
I mean?
mean, we all been there too.
Yeah.
though,
So
you know?
like, what's good is like you're at the point where you're doing
Yeah.
like real shit that helps other people out, not
Yeah.
just yourself.
No, yeah. I mean, I still had money stacked up. I mean, don't get me
Yeah.
wrong. We did grab me shit too, but
Yeah. So we touched topics about mental health and shit like that, especially during your rough times. But I wanted to speak because like a lot of people, like yesterday when I was on my live and shit, a lot of people only see like the benefits of being an entrepreneur. You know what I mean? Like, oh, he's making all this money and he works for himself, which is true. But like, not a lot of people see the back end of like the stressful shit that you go through. And like, I wanted to speak about like, even now that you're doing good, like, how's your mental having all this shit up? But like me, dude, like I have months where I do really good, and then I have months where I do decent. I have months where I do bad. But like throughout the board, the stress, the ideas, the thinking is constantly in my head. And it's not like it goes away because I made money. It's more like, fuck, okay, how can I either reinvest this to make more or to keep afloat? Yeah. And like sometimes that's a hard burden to carry for a lot of people. Obviously, you're a lot stronger than a lot of people. But yeah, I just want to see like how you feel.
No, I mean,
overall.
I mean, that's one thing. It's like a lot of like nowadays, a lot of social media, they try to portray entrepreneurship like it's fucking easy.
It's golden.
And it's fucking like, easy, fucking just clean slate.
Don't
you just
go to
fucking
college,
go, whatever.
just
Don't go to college. All this shit. But it's like, it's fucking hard.
It's hard, bro.
It's hard as fuck, especially if you don't know what you're doing. And obviously, like, coming into entrepreneurship, you don't know what the fuck you're doing.
No one knows what the fuck they're doing.
Like, and a lot of people are very comfortable at something steady,
Yeah, it's easier.
Like, it's way easier.
Way easier.
Like,
you're
even,
safe. You know what the fuck. You
even in solar is just straight commission.
Yeah.
So it's like people that are used to clocking in and clocking out, like, just take that same energy and just clock in and clock out and do what the fuck you have to do. And
you
like,
can make your whole weekend one
exactly.
sale, 2 sales.
Exactly. But it's not for everybody. A lot of people think it is, but it's not for everybody. You go through hard times, you go to down times. And obviously, like in this story, I went through a lot of shit, and that's not even like, that's just the one year.
That's just the shit you're talking about. There's a quarter of shit.
But like, there's been times where like, I'm up, like up, and then there's times where I'm like down. Like I have like a certain like line where I like hit it.
You
and
never go lower.
I never go lower than that.
That's really good.
But like, if I hit that line, like I'm basically zero.
Yeah.
Like I'm at ground zero.
Yeah.
And I've even gone below that line, and I'm just like, all right, fuck, like, time to fucking,
dude,
you should go on.
Bro, I remember when you were talking about, like that fucking night that we did the basketball game, whatever, and you were talking about how you had just gotten shit stolen from you. I remember like, I was ecstatic, bro. I hit the parlay right in front of you guys, and I'm like, bro, I'm up, all this crazy shit. And like, when you were explaining your situation to me, I was like, oh my God, like I just fucking told this guy how I was doing so good and this and that, and like this fucking poor dude, this fucking poor dude has got all this shit on his plate, and my dumb ass is sitting like, I fucking bet it on this.
Nah, yeah, I mean, I never take
like
anything
dog
like
shit,
that,
bro. When I was driving home, I was like, oh, I should just shut the fuck up.
Nah, yeah, but, no, like, you're good. I never take shit like that.
Yeah, I felt so bad because I'm like, oh my God, bro, like.
Nah, whenever I talk about like my shit, I never want it to be in like a negative way, you know. So it's like I always think positive. So I always overcome anything that comes to me. So it's like, I never like I didn't even think about that situation where like, but like now you say that, I'm just like, oh shit, I really didn't think about it like that. But but nah, what the fuck was I gonna go with that?
Oh, that's all I was talking about.
I want to ask, how do you, because like you guys are kind of talking about like a fucking circle and like the people that you network with.
Networking, yeah.
How do you build that circle of just fucking people that are so educated and know their shit?
Honestly,
yeah, your circle sounds fucking amazing. Honestly,
the store helped a lot.
Yeah,
to be honest, because I had a brick and mortar, bro, and then like anybody that I would like say, I own Cookies and Kicks, like how can we work together? Like
all of a sudden,
they knew who it was, they knew the store, and like that's how I kind of build my network collection. Yeah,
that's a little
collection. All right, feature.
That's tight though.
But yeah, that's how I build like my network. And right now I have kind of like a lack of follow up, I guess, with them. But like I kind of already know who I can trust and who
you can actually work with.
So I mean, I still tap in with a lot of the people that are there, and a lot of people tap in with me too. And then we just have like regular conversations, like just catch up.
Yeah, just catching up,
shit like that.
Chill and shit.
But since I'm like in a different field right now, it's kind of a little bit different because like
it makes no sense to
a lot of them really wanted me because I can get them shoes.
Yeah,
like that was realistically the only reason why they wanted to talk to me. But once they understood me and like we had conversations, they're like, oh shit,
this guy has a lot more to offer.
Yeah, he has a lot more than offer than shoes. Yeah. So I mean, I've tapped in with a lot of people, especially like with going this like solar route. I know like business owners and stuff like that also want to go solar. So it's like, but all the rich people that I know are going solar.
How can you save more money? Get solar.
Exactly. And it's a fucking 30% tax credit off the whole thing. So
that shit's fucking nuts. When I was like reading up on your guys' post,
I
was like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
I have an apartment. I'm about to go solar.
Benefit after benefit.
Yeah.
But even though I'm in a different field, I still tap in with a lot of people, and I know it's just gonna grow more and more because I mean.
This is just a start, bro.
Yeah,
You're
this is
fucking.
just a fucking another start of the.
You're only
chapter.
fucking
That's
26
it.
years old, bro. Who knows the next 10 fucking years?
Yeah, honestly, I was gonna like. Sometimes I just write tweets and I just don't send them out because I'm just like
I do that all the
I don't want to
time,
be an
bro.
asshole, but like I wanted like I literally was like, fuck, I know more than like I've done more and learned more than most 40-year-old men out there.
Hell yeah.
You know, and like
Hell
I was
yeah,
just
bro.
like, fuck, like I don't want to come off as like like
Cocky or
Yeah,
prideful, but
you
it's
know?
true. You know what's funny that you say that is like, I think you like this, bro. This is very educational, and like you're speaking forward to a lot of people that would have normally never really known shit like this. And like what's fucked up is like the people that you're talking about that would have looked at you like, oh, this fool's a dickhead. He's just cocky, this and that. It's a lot of people that don't want to learn, bro, and
Yeah.
that's their fuck up. Because you would have posted something like that, I'd be like, what the fuck is Dom talking about? Let me see. Boom. Let me look at this
Yeah.
shit. Okay, what do you know that I don't know that I want to? Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
you can always grow from anybody, bro. You can always learn. Like I told you when I fucking ran into this kid, and like I think that's more solid because it's easier to be a gatekeeper. It's easier to be, oh, fuck them, like let them figure out alone.
Yeah.
But the fact that you're able to like teach people and are actually active in trying to teach people, I think that's way doper than anything else that anybody
Yeah,
can
and
say,
then
bro.
like having the platform and stuff like that, like I said, I always wanted to have no followers and just like a good network on my like Instagram or whatever. But now like the followers are coming in and stuff. I see it more as like how can I be a positive impact?
Yeah,
on people's
how can
lives?
I spread the love?
So
to
when
more
I did
people?
75 hard, I think I got like at least like 20-25 people to do it with me.
I saw that people were reposting. I saw
Yeah,
everybody
so I made a
reposting
group
shit.
chat and I just invited random people into that group chat and
That's
I was just
fucking
like,
sick.
if I can help anybody else, and I have like people like thank me and like all this shit, and it's like sometimes I look back and I'm like, fuck, like even like ever since I've had Instagram, I've always been somebody that I just want to be able to influence in a positive way.
Yeah.
And I get messages all the time where it's just like, thank you for posting this or doing this and like showing me that this has helped me in my life. Like I even got it like almost like suicide. Like I almost committed suicide if you didn't like. I was like,
you wouldn't have taught
like,
me the way. And no,
I'm just posting shit.
you never
know?
think, bro, but you do a lot more than.
And then I look up like so many people like look up to me and I don't even know. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just like I'm like off of social media, and it's crazy because it's crazy how like people don't really know me or like who I am, but can fall under like what I post. And
Yeah,
shit like that.
still
So that's
follow
why you
you.
gotta sometimes be careful.
Yeah.
And then I've also tweeted like, how can you be an influencer but don't influence? Like I've done
I
that
saw
before.
that
Yeah.
shit.
Tweeted that one.
That shit hit. I was like,
No,
true,
I
bro,
mean,
'cause-
it's not like to like
No, yeah,
you guys
yeah.
and shit like
No,
that.
yeah.
No, but it's in general, how
you
you have-
you guys influenced me. Like
Yeah.
when I met you guys, I was like, oh fuck, these young guys are fucking doing it. I wanted you guys to be more part of the store, and I wanted
I
to get you guys
remember.
merch, and I wanted to get like a whole pop up and stuff because I see like you guys are fucking pushing the fuck out of it. I loved your guys' videos. Like that fucking the first one I saw was a Spider-Man one, and I was just like, fuck, these guys are fucking
Spider-Man.
crazy. I'm like they're fucking out here, they're doing shit like.
Yeah.
I saw them. I'm like, fuck. Like,
I mean,
that's-
even right now when you walked in-
you're influencing other people to want to be a fucking like YouTubers. And you
Yeah.
can make money, like doing that shit. When I met you, I was like, fuck, this motherfucker's like doing all, but everything.
Yeah,
The
bro. When we
Frenchies, the
first
cars,
met, we
the
were doing
fucking-
it. Yeah,
Bro,
that's when I'm
like-
telling you, like how you guys met is how we met. And I remember like when we first started talking, I'm like, bro, like we're so alike because for one, I low-key thought you were mad rich, like just always mad rich. Like I just thought like you came from money,
Yeah.
and I'm like, oh, he owns cookies and cakes. Like what the fuck? And like, what's crazy is, bro, like I known you for how long now? How many years? 3.
Yeah, maybe is it 3 already?
I'm 25. I just turned 24. You met me at 18, 19.
Holy fuck! There's
We
no
went.
way.
We
bro.
went to Roshi's birthday 2 years ago.
Holy shit! Damn, that shit flew.
I know it's fucking crazy.
Damn.
But in the years that like this is genuinely like the first time we were able to sit down and cook, like just talk,
Yeah,
bro.
just talk.
Bro, when fucking the camera was off, we were flowing for 15, 20 minutes
Yeah.
just off the dome. And it's dope because like, fuck, sometimes you know people for so long and you really don't know them.
Yeah.
And like, that's why it's always good to like it took me a while to learn, but like before I used to always, like, I don't know how to say it, but like how I looked at him, like, there's nothing I can really do with this guy.
Yeah.
And that might have closed the door on me a lot of times.
Yeah.
And like now I've told you like, fuck, bro, that was my fucking learning lesson.
Yeah.
Fucking with him, I'm like, damn, you know what? Like I need to shut the fuck up sometimes and just look. And like that's dope that like now that you've like, bro, when you're doing the 75-day hard, I was texting you, I'm like, yo, like
It was nuts.
I was like, this shit's nuts, bro. Like I low-key want to do it, but I don't think I can. I don't know if
Yeah.
I can do all that crazy
A
shit.
lot of
But
people said like I want to do it, but I
watching you,
can't.
bro,
I'm like, but realistically, at the end of the day, like
You gotta
can.
push, bro.
Yeah,
You
just
gotta do
fucking
it.
do it. That's it.
I might have
But
to start.
It's hard too.
25-day hard.
I want to get back in it, but with these fools, like
So
It's
what
hard.
don't
they
you?
want me drinking and shit.
So that's the
I'm
only
just
thing you
fuck.
do though, right? Is just drink now.
Yeah,
You still get up and
basically.
read and shit
I
like
still
that?
Get up. I was reading like How to Win Friends and Influence People,
Mhm.
but boring, bro.
Ugh.
Boring.
I
And
know.
it's just like I'm waiting for another book to come in. One of my friends just fucking finished another one where it's like how to train your brain to do certain things.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
and,
Making habits, forming habits, right, or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's a good. I've never read it, but
Yeah, so
Something
I was like,
like-
okay. I was like, when you're done with that one, just give it to me, and then I'm
Yeah.
gonna start reading again.
Have you read
um,
Think and Grow Rich?
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
Did you like it?
Yeah, it was cool. It was boring, but
It's fucking.
Did you read?
boring,
Yeah.
bro.
Did you read all of Rich Dad Poor Dad?
Yeah.
Did you like it a lot?
That's an
I liked it
easy-ass
too.
read.
I mean, it was boring as well.
It's boring
I
as
thought that
fuck.
one was easy.
but
No,
it was
it's easy to read.
Yeah,
it's like
easy to
fucking
read. Yeah,
fifth
for
grade
sure.
level. But I'm
No,
just saying it's like
I didn't think it was that boring. Think
No?
and Grow Rich, bro. I'm at the chapter. I'm at the end of the book where he's talking about like the sexual part,
Mm.
and I'm just like it's just like all spiritual. And to me, it's just kind of like repeating the same thing.
Yeah.
And I'm just kind of like, all right, like.
I get
Okay,
it.
yeah.
And you're trying to end the fucking
Mm.
book. Like,
But
Yeah.
then like he'll have a part where he's like, and if you don't get it, it's because you're not ready to be rich. I'm
he's
like,
talking
fuck.
shit to him.
Like, fuck.
Literally you.
Yeah, I mean, there's some like, bro, there's a book that like the one that I was reading was boring as fuck. Where I'm just like so not interested in. But I learned which books I like do like reading, which is more like financial books and like discipline books.
Which
So,
one's the
like,
one you were talking about right now before we started the pod? Just so they can know.
It's called The Power of One More by Ed Milet. I follow Ed Milet. I mean, I recommend you guys follow him too. It's somebody that like
Instagram?
it's somebody that like I kind of like look up to and like in a way want to be like when I'm older.
Mhm.
He's just very like about like faith and shit like that.
I
and
tried
he's
getting that
very
book because I
fucking-
saw you post it.
It's good, bro.
Fucking sold out
Is it really?
at Barnes and Nobles. It was. At
Holy shit.
Buy it on Amazon, you jackass.
I'm a
And
gold
then
member.
fucking David Goggins, his books.
I like his podcast.
Can't hear me. Yeah, his podcasts are sick too. But
Crazy.
that's like another savage.
fault, what?
That
Ed
just David Goggins.
No, the one.
Oh, Ed Milet.
How do you spell that? shit?
Yeah.
ED and then MY
How do you spell E?
LETT.
Oh, okay, cool. I found it.
Yeah, he's fucking like
Oh, I've seen this dude before.
yeah,
I
very
think
influential.
How
I
many
don't,
followers is he?
2.6 mil.
I got more.
I don't know if you guys know who Andy Frisella is. Do you guys?
Nah.
Okay, so he's the one that created 75 Hard.
Oh really?
But
Oh,
he's
shit,
also
okay.
partners with Ed Milet. And they held a seminar, and I went to Nashville for that seminar.
Damn.
I
to
remember
go
when
see
you
them
went to
talk.
Nashville.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I went to Nashville to go see them speak.
Oh shit.
And then my partner ended up joining the program because you have to make a certain amount of money to join like their group.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And so it's like a group of like 500 people maybe.
Damn.
And you get one-on-one every single week lessons
Oh
by them.
shit.
That's sick.
So every Wednesday, if I'm not with these fools, I try to make it to there. And then like lately, I've been off of it because I've been with these fools. But bro, they just speak fucking bombs, like
Yeah, bro. The
bomb,
shit that
about
they be
business,
saying.
about life, about like shit like that. And yeah, I really recommend anybody just following them in general.
You know what's crazy you say that is I fucking like 2-3 weeks ago I had followed an account on Instagram that was like, well, the ones we send each other like the hustler motivation shit like that. But then I saw a dude speaking with like 100,000 followers and like he was talking about financial literacy and shit like that. And then I watched one of his podcasts and honestly like the whole time it was like shit that I kind of already knew, so I wasn't really listening. And at one point of the fucking 2-hour podcast he says water doesn't cut through stone because of power, it cuts through stone because of persistency. And like that one line now, bro, like he posts and I'm like watching his shit as soon as he posts, bro. I watch his stories, I watch
Yeah.
his TikToks, and I'm like, fuck, bro, all it takes is one little sentence for you to be like, oh shit, you know what?
Bro, it's
Like,
crazy what like you just coming across a video can do. And,
yo,
like,
hell yeah, bro.
I have a plan for like all this. Like I from
Yeah. I be sitting there spamming him. I send him to my homies. They're like, bro, what the fuck you said? I'm like, never mind.
Nah, never mind.
Whatever.
But yeah, with social media, bro, I feel like I've always had a plan, like for like until like I'm 40. So like I do have a plan with social media.
I've always wanted to speak, bro.
Yeah,
But
so
the only thing is like, you
Trust.
gotta,
Stupid as fuck.
yeah, you gotta really know what you're talking about to
Yeah.
speak, bro. Like,
I
okay,
mean,
bitch,
yeah.
you want to fucking talk with your failing YouTube channel? Fuck you.
that's one thing I want to do too is I want to like I want to be able to speak, but no, so we'll see.
Hell yeah, man.
This was a good fucking. I think this was one
Probably the
of the
most
best
yeah
I
educational
think
pods.
this is one of the best podcasts I've been in. Like
Alright.
dead ass.
Bar.
And I've been in
bombs.
almost over 100.
What can I
Bro,
say?
That's just lit. I have a podcast coming out too. It's called Self Paid.
Oh, yeah.
I'm telling you, bro, the people that I've had on there are fucking crazy.
I know. I actually really want to. I like want to listen. To
I want to get you guys on there too because I need your guys' story too.
Yeah,
for
hell
sure,
yeah,
for
bro.
sure.
We should definitely get it.
But I've had like fucking financial advisors on there,
Ooh.
real estate gurus.
That's
Yeah.
sick.
Like, bro, people that are just dropping bomb. And I want to be able to get to like 100 episodes because if I get 100 episodes, I can submit for Andy Versella and like Ed Milet to come on. And
Oh,
since we're a
shit.
part of the group, I feel like it's gonna be able to leverage that.
Yeah,
too.
it'll jump you up a lot higher.
Yeah, so
That's fucking. That'd be
that's-
fun.
that's
That'd
the
be a
plan.
fucking.
That's why I just
banger.
want to stack up and stay consistent with it because,
Definitely.
especially like I knew that we were gonna have a moment where we fall off, which
Yeah.
is Q1.
Do you have
Yeah.
a Do you have a time like you're planning on?
No, it was supposed to be December. I mean January.
Fuck shit, Dad. Well, thank you guys for all the love and the sharing and shit like that. This one was actually one of the most banger fucking podcasts we've had. Thank you for Dom coming out, talking his shit. This was super last minute. I told him fucking when
Last week.
last week, bro. So, big shout out to you. Big shout out to Chris for stopping by and coming to speak. And thank you for showing love and spreading knowledge, man.
I got you guys. Hope you guys learned something from it. Take something from it. Hope you guys watched it through the end because I know it's pretty long.
Yeah. Yeah, make sure you check the description, all that shit. We're going to link all of his shit in. His podcast is going to be coming out, shit like that. If you need solar, hit him up. If you fucking, well, I'm not even start with you. You need anything, hit this motherfucker up. But hopefully this shit will be out Sunday. I know we lagged 1 week, but thank you guys for being consistent and sticking with us. So we'll see you on the next one, man. Wow.
Yo.